I hope everybody is doing well today. Shalom, shalom, family. Shalom. Boy, we have some really good stories to go over. But let me just play a little bit of music to give people a chance to come in, and then we will get started. Hey, shalom, family. Hello to everybody in the chat. Oh, KD, we lost you. What's up, LVZ and KD on the panel in the house? How y'all doing?
We good, sis. We good. We good. We good. And I just wanted to say, whoever disliked the video, I hope your mother get put in a chokehold by Mitch McConnell.
You know what? Those
Hey, what's up, VG? What's up, Lisa? How y'all doing?
Oh man, we got a lot to cover. A lot. I hope everybody well. Go ahead.
I don't endorse pork, but I'm about to go ham today. There's a lot on my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Loveline Turner, for the super sticker. Thank you. All right, y'all. Let's get ready because we got a lot to cover. And I mean a lot. All right, y'all. Let me go ahead and share my screen. You know what to do. If you see my screen, please give me a 1 in the chat. Please give me a 1.
Let me put my 1 in because I see it.
All right, I see them. Thank you. Thank you, family. All right. Oh, boy, you ain't going to like what you see, but we're going to show this anyway. Yeah, I'll go over here. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. Y'all see that? Another Black man has been found hung in California, 50 miles away from Robert Fuller. This one was hung in Victorsville. California. Thank you, Phyllis Foster, for the super sticker. Now, I don't know if any of you heard about this. This was given to me about an hour ago from one of my subscribers, Adrian Thomas, and it just blew me back. I'm like, what the hell is going on out in California? Seriously, what is going on out there? This is a week from out in California.
Okay, so can we now finally start talking about it now?
Yes,
Okay.
let's talk about it.
All right, let's talk about it finally. So let's rewind back to when they found a black man hollowed out in the fucking desert with his organs missing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And nothing came of it. And let's rewind back to Rodney King, where nothing happened. Basically, Rodney King beat the shit out of himself. Let's go to where they recruited cops in the 60s from Texas and Mississippi to be LAPD, and how that family grew up. California cops retired and move into these suburban cities and have so many anti-black white supremacist groups hidden up in those woods in California, in those hills in California, where all they talk about is the gang part of California. LA, that is so small. Oakland, that is so tiny. It is so many spots where they can just lose you in California. And it is full of sundown towns, racist cops, and racist Asians, racist Hispanics, and a lot of other racist demographics out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Andre Davis, thank you for the super sticker. No, you're right. You're right. You know, look, when I saw the first one with Robert Fuller, Palmdale, California, I never even heard of that place, but the information that I was getting from people that live out there, that place is pretty racist.
Yeah, I heard of Palmdale.
And from the tea leaves that I read, Victorville's a damn near Caucasian town.
Damn near.
It is, yeah.
And Palmdale is too. And I've heard of Palmdale too. I heard niggas say you can't drive through there. The police jack you up in Palmdale.
Now, you know what? That's what I had said the other day when I did a premiere on Robert Fuller. I said I wouldn't be shocked if the cops did this shit.
Yeah, I saw that, and I got to it late. I said, damn, because they ain't send me a notification. I said, see, I got to it late. These motherfuckers. I wanted to tell Lisa, Palmdale, a racist ass spot known for police fucking you up.
Yeah. Yeah,
I know Victorville is too, cause I done ran across a couple of these fuckers on Facebook a few years back.
Yeah. Thank you, Talking and Grubbin Media, for the super sticker. Yeah, you know, and you know, our people are gonna have to watch your back, especially if you live in one of these towns where the good old boys are there. You know they're trying to catch our men out there by themselves.
Right.
You know, and this one, he looks just as young as Robert Fuller.
Fuller.
Like a young dude.
Right.
Now, his name is Malcolm Harsch. Harsch. Harsch.
Yeah.
So he, like I said, they damn near look the same age.
And they killed this black man. And as soon as they saw him hanging, the first thing the cracks like, nigger hanging from a tree, suicide.
Right. Yeah. Well, see, suicide, because then there's no investigation. Yeah. And that's the way they like it.
I mean, as soon as they see him, they don't think, look, ain't no nigger hanging from a tree. Don't see the irony or history there. Suicide.
Yeah.
That's the first thing they do. As soon as they don't even come out, Matt. She said they be quick to say suicide. I wonder, look, they don't even come out no more, Lisa. When they call, say, nigger in the tree, suicide. They just write that shit right down.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, with Robert Fuller, they didn't even investigate Nothing. They just sat everybody in a room and made the announcement it's an apparent suicide. No, it isn't. That ain't no damn suicide.
You know what, y'all? I'm tired of them using that fucking word investigation. We know what it really means. It really means cover up. They just say that shit so that they don't have to put any real work in when it comes to digging into this case.
I want to know this. Did the family get to see him before they cut him down? Did they notify the family when they found him? They knew who he was.
I don't know, but I know the family is also, just like in the case of Robert Fuller, they said they're trying to get an autopsy done.
See, this is what I was about to say, sis, because you know what I've been noticing in the case of these police shootings, right? That's been happening, and recently the people don't know, the family doesn't know that their loved one has been murdered. Even in the case of Ahmaud Arbery, even when you go back to Trayvon Martin, they called for Trayvon as a missing person. Nobody notified them.
I remember that. Yep, they sure did.
Remember. So what I'm telling y'all is a lot of times with these cover-ups, they got 3 and 4 and 5 days where you don't even get to see the evidence. It ain't no black people around. A white person discovered. Who discovered him? Who saw him in the tree? How come we never know who found him in the tree?
And I know. And another thing, all of these hangings, now they got cameras everywhere in all these different states. You notice they know exactly where to hang them where there's no cameras. That's why I'm saying I really believe these are cops doing it.
It gotta be, because they be riding around the cities and shit, find out where the cameras don't work at, because you gotta look at it. The damn camera gotta connect to the tower, and if it don't connect to the tower, that's what they be doing that bullshit.
And remember, Robert Fuller was hung right across the street from City Hall.
And
now,
that's why
who knew that there were no cameras there? The damn police.
That's what everybody keeps saying. They keep saying that, man, it's got to be some kind of video of some type of attack or him doing something or his type of presence being around. He was walking around City Hall. That you got to have some video. Look, you got video. Listen, y'all. All right. You got video of Ahmaud Arbery walking around a random person's empty house with no walls. You got video of that.
You got
City Hall.
Right. And LVZ, let me just add one more thing. You got video of him running through the streets, and you can see the pickup truck that the McMichaels were in. And that's a video camera.
But you don't got no video of what's going on in front of City Hall. They just arrested a white person for arson. Right. How I know it's a white person, they didn't show his face. They arrested him for starting the arson. We know it was a white person. They would not show his face, but they found him through using cameras.
Right. So how is it that City Hall and Palmdale have no cameras? Wouldn't you have cameras there because you got your mayor, you got your city council there? Don't they need protection? You mean to tell me you don't need surveillance for them? You got judges sitting in those buildings. You got the prosecutor, but you don't need no surveillance for them, huh?
But they working so hard on the investigation, yet there's no video footage. Get the hell out of here with that.
K Dizzle. We got K Dizzle. Am I lying? Don't we got motherfucking photo of Michael Brown in a goddamn convenience store?
Yes.
Every damn where, VZ, everywhere.
Look, we had Tremere Rice in the park, and there was footage on that. He was in the park.
We had John Crawford in the Walmart.
Right.
What? Right. But we don't got footage.
You had Philando Castile. You had Sandra Bland on camera. Yeah, you had all of that. Kareem.
And speaking of Philando Castile, it was more of a close-up.
Yeah. And remember,
that was because that was his camera. Remember, we had 5 different views of every last one of them.
Right. And remember Corrine Gaines?
Yeah.
Her.
So now, We don't got a camera in front of City Hall.
Right.
But they standing in front of that whack ass podium talking about they investigating. If you really investigate something, show the fucking video.
Well,
I put it to you.
let me just say this one thing. You know it's a bunch of bullshit because you know what? We got the same people that have been oppressing us for 400 years doing the investigation. So you know where it's going. You know it's not going nowhere.
And that's why I don't call it an investigation. It's more of a bullshit cover-up on the end.
Yeah, it ain't no bullshit. It's just a cover-up, bro. Don't even say, when you say bullshit, you make it like it's a light ass. No, it's a serious cover-up. Because think about it. It's almost like this. If you was a kid and you left, your parents, you was in charge of your whole house. And you
I'm not calling it a fake cover-up. I'm saying this is a part of the play, you know, as far as cover-up goes.
Yeah, I feel you. But like I say, it's not really a cover-up. Like you say, how it be like this? You broke a lamp, and your parents are like, you broke that lamp. Watch me investigate. I said I ain't break the lamp. Okay, good enough for me.
Yeah.
That's basically that's basically how it works. Hey, look, you broke that lamp. And you know how I know you broke that lamp? You need to investigate. You go investigate and tell me who broke that lamp. I came back and I found out I ain't break that lamp. Okay, there you go. Good enough for me. That's how the system works.
Yeah. And these folks, they are not interested in investigating a black man hung in a tree because then it's a federal crime. You know what I mean? Then you open it up to a federal crime, then the feds can come in and they don't want that. That's why they always immediately go to suicide.
Yeah, which means they gotta put in some real work in finding the killer and shit, which they don't feel like doing.
More than likely, the killer is right there on the police force. I'm just saying. More than likely, they're right there.
And they know just like you know. KD and Lisa, they know just like y'all know, man. For real. If they get in trouble, it's not gonna happen. Nothing gonna happen. Even if they found out police did it, nobody gonna get in trouble for this shit. Nobody. They got to be. That's why people in the streets. That's why people doing what they doing. And right now, the feds, how are they gonna help? Bill Barr, they know they got carte blanche because Donald Trump in office.
Right, the law and order president, which is another way of saying the white supremacist president. That's another way
he basically said to the states, "Hey, look, y'all can do what the fuck y'all want to do. I ain't sending the feds in to look at what y'all doing."
Remember what he said? Oh, when he had the cops there, oh, just rough them up when you put them in the car. Remember that?
Yeah. Right.
Saying all that type of shit on the campaign stuff and shit.
So they understand. See, he virtue signaled to all of them. Look, y'all free from federal punishment.
Right.
Y'all can do what y'all want. Like you said, the Fed back in the day, you had some peck of woods to go, all right, that's too far. We got to send the feds in and at least make it look like we trying to do something. But Donald Trump gave them in the beginning, like you said, when he told them, hey, look, nah, whoop their ass. We got you. We got to protect our police.
Now, there were some, not everybody was on this mess, but there were some people recently saying that Donald Trump having his rally on Juneteenth meant he was going to announce reparations for us. I was like, think about the crowd that Donald Trump is in front of. He's in front of rednecks, alt-right people, hillbillies, trailer trash. He ain't hardly going to stand in front of a crowd like that and announce no reparations.
And the very same fucking man that don't even want Negroes counting his money, but he gonna be for reparations? How the hell that makes sense?
That doesn't even make sense. But some people were on that mess, and you know, y'all got to be realistic. Donald Trump is not that kind of person.
Let me tell you.
The clown is barely for stimulus for their people.
Lisa, KD, we got to do this the fair way. We're going to do a poll right here on Lisa Cabrera's channel right now. We're going to do a poll. We're going to prove whether or not is Donald Trump likely to A, bring reparations at the rally, or B, re-announce slavery. Put your thing in there. A or B.
Come on. Come on now. Like, everybody should know what answer that is.
Well, who knows? Look, KD, we had people telling Lisa Donald Trump was going to re-announce reparations on motherfucking. So, look, Crank Yanker put A. Look, fuck wrong with Crank Yanker. We should block you right now. Are you young Crank? You should time out. That was the wrong answer. See, KD, young Crank just fucked up right now. See?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I saw you, young Crank. I saw you. You don't get away from it.
Yeah, no, Donald Trump is not that kind of person. Come on. And he don't come off like that either. And he already told y'all back when we were raising this reparations very strongly during the time the Democrats were announcing their presidency, to run for president. Donald Trump had came out back then and said he didn't see it happening, which he meant reparations. Now, all of a sudden on Juneteenth, he's going to make this announcement. Come on. And look at the kind of crowd that Donald Trump attracts. Do you really think them hillbillies and rednecks are going to accept him standing there propping up reparations? Come on.
and then on top of that, he tried to make he tried to make a mockery on the fact of the spot of Black Wall Street was at. Tried to make an announcement right there, and homies was saying, no, I'm glad they stood up for that.
Hey, Big Mike. How you doing, Big Mike?
Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on? What up, KD, Lisa?
Shalom, Big Mike. How you doing, cuz?
We're talking about all this crap going on. Mike, we is another black man that got hung out in California.
Yeah, I heard everything when I was in the backtrack. Yeah, I heard it all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, down here where I live in the deep south, you know what I'm saying? It's the 1960s around here again.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for the biggest gem of the week. Niggas do not like to admit that.
And look, bold, LV, they done got so bold because of this president. People don't want to look at it. It's the facts.
Yeah. All right, y'all. The next story. This is the cop right here that shot Rayshard Brooks down there in Atlanta at the Wendy's. So,
in the back.
The chief, being the coward that she was, immediately resigned her position. And
so she would have to fire this piece of shit.
Right.
Yeah, because that bitch is running. That's all she doing.
And the mayor fired this cop. So he is no longer employed. The second cop that was with him on the video just got administrative leave. So, firing, he should have been jailed.
Right.
Man, don't take me the wrong way, but I would have fired my damn self if I was police chief with all this shit going on.
Yeah. She got her. The chief was a white woman, and she got her ass the hell up on out of there after this shooting.
Hey, I don't blame her, Lisa. I can't blame her.
Look.
Corrupt. Shit.
This is why she fired herself, though. Y'all all right. She did fire herself. But I was saying that last night. I kept reading into it. I said they just don't want to say it about this white woman. The mayor did something unprecedented, okay? Keisha Bottoms, I got to give her credit. She didn't do what the mayor of Baltimore did. She came out and said the cops need to be fired.
Yeah.
Off the break. Because she can't arrest them. And that's why she can't do that. So she can call for them to be fired, but she can't fire them either. But when she do that, that means the chief got to act.
Yeah. So this dude, his name is was Officer Garrett Roth. And the shooting, according to what this says, was a black man. And of course, he fell asleep outside of a Wendy's. They said it was in the drive-through. He probably high or drunk. But my question is, why didn't anybody from Wendy's just go outside and ask him
and knock on the goddamn window?
Right. Why couldn't you just ask him to move?
Lisa, that was my video in a nutshell. I said, I don't understand why Wendy's is calling the police. Why you don't just go and go, excuse me, sir. Man, if you want something to eat, I'll bring you something out. But pull over there to the side, right here in the parking lot. If you're gonna be right here, you holding people up, pull right here. Once I see you drunk, I don't know why that was such a hard thing. You don't got one brave employee. If you scared, say you scared. But I used to work fast food. I've done shit like that. Man, what the fuck you doing? Man, go over there and pull over, man.
We gotta stop doing dumb shit. Falling asleep in damn drive. Dumb shit getting us killed. I'm sorry.
And somebody falling asleep should not add up to a damn death sentence.
Right.
It's just ridiculous.
Right.
So, so what they're saying is this was a shooting. They got the footage off of the body camera to review it. And of course, after it was reviewed, that's when the chief got the hell up on out of there. And 27-year-old Rayshon Brooks, in fact, they said on the video, he appeared cheerful and very cooperative with the two white cops.
He did when I seen.
Yeah. So, you know, of course, the cops, you know, if you're black, resisting arrest is a given. We get that no matter, that's automatically tagged onto all black people, even if you're not resisting. So, of course, you know, they put all the usual bullshit in the report. He resisted arrest. He failed a field sobriety test. Okay, then you should have just took him to jail. That's your job. You should have, if you take him to jail. But just executing him in that parking lot? Nah.
Okay, Lisa.
Way too much of that.
See, everybody, a lot of people here just came from my channel because I was live before you was live. And I didn't know what time you was going live. They told me you was on. So I just stopped and came in. Now, I done already told this story about how my brother, and he told it with me, got drunk one night, fell asleep in his car on the side of the road. And what ended up happening, the police, he calls me on his cell phone, drunk as fuck, trying to get the police to talk to me. The police told him, I could hear him in the background saying, Mr. Smith, come get your brother. White cop. They laughing. I pull up the street. They go, look, he drunk as fuck. He trying to drive. We caught him on the side of the road. He wasn't driving, so we can't give him a DUI.
Right.
His car was stopped. So that's the same thing. So we got to stop with this DUI shit.
Right. He was a DUI. He was parked.
Right. So that's the first thing.
It can't be a DUI.
Right. So that's the first thing. The second thing, they Crew Reality is LVZ NBA Talk. Anyway, so they go, Mr. Smith, come get your brother. I come up, they laughing, talking about he was drunk as hell. We're not letting him drive. We got his keys. I was like, cool. So we parked this car over there. My partner parked this car over here. And to get it out the road. You could drive it, but he can't. I said, no, I'm gonna just drive my car. They said, don't give him the keys back. I dropped them off at we went to my house, he slept it off. That could have been the same situation. All they had to do was if they got him to cooperate with the sobriety test, that means you could have got him to give you your license, registration. You could have told him, sir, cut your car off, step out and take his keys and go, man, you drunk. I'm either call an Uber or call a cab, but you're not driving your car. Call a friend, call whoever. We not letting you drive this car. And we're going to stay here and make sure you leave. They didn't have to do all that they did.
No. And G Bowman Jr., thank you for the super sticker. But see, that's the problem. When they're dealing with us, they just go into overdrive. Everything got to go to the damn extreme. You know, when deadly force should not have even been used. There was no reason for it to be used.
Thank you.
Oh man, I get sick of these damn stories, and they're always the same.
Yeah,
And I asked,
where I'm from, it's if you parked and you drunk in your car, it's still considered a DUI if you got your keys still in the ignition. So if you find drunk down here, as long as the keys ain't in the ignition while you sleep, it ain't considered a DUI. But if they in there, they gonna get you. They gonna give you a DUI. Crazy.
that's the South. That's the South again. If your car ain't on, you not driving. That's how it is over here. Your car long.
And then on top of that, if you're not driving and you're drunk, how are you hurting anybody?
Right. And that's not drunk driving. Again, KD. No. Look, but here go the question I asked last night. All right, we're gonna go to what our beautiful sister Lisa said a minute ago. Resisting arrest, y'all. Resisting arrest should not be a charge. Why? Who the fuck wants to be arrested? Everybody's gonna resist. Yeah. Look, tell the truth. If you ain't do nothing wrong, what are you gonna do when they try to apprehend you or abduct you? You're going to resist arrest. Mm-hmm. That should never really be a charge. That's the first thing.
Yeah, but first of all, it's not even appropriate that they're bringing it up, just like it was not appropriate in the case of George Floyd. They tried to use that resisting arrest, and then, of course, when we saw the video, we saw zero resisting in that whole thing.
Right. Well, they saying it this because he wrestled the taser away from him. But from what I saw the first video till I saw the whole video, they had the taser out on him, trying to tase him when they had him on the ground.
Right.
He grabbed the taser and was still talking to him because I look at everything. Mm-hmm. I said, this nigga talking to him while he wrestling with him. And at first I kind of giggled. I said, I wonder, and I looked at his face. I said, this motherfucker look like he said, man, go ahead. Go ahead. So he get out and the cop behind him had him on the neck. That's why he turned around and punched him, swung, and ran. He snatched the taser and ran. He gone. I was like, go. Now, the fucked up thing about these videos, I'm always rooting for us, and I know what's going to happen.
What the when
he turned around, he did turn around. He did turn around with the taser and shot it off. Why? You just tased me. Mm-hmm. I got your shit. I'm going to get you too.
Jerome Davis, thank you for the super sticker. Yeah, but they say that even if nothing like that is going down, nobody snatched anything, nobody's running, and sometimes you'll be running away from the cop and they'll swear up and down as they're shooting you in the back, you resisted.
Yeah, that's true. But look, this is my point, Lisa. Look. You normally, when a dude do that and turn around, I thought he had a gun. In this case, you can't do that. He stole your taser, your non-lethal weapon, right?
Right.
So look, you turn around with the non-lethal weapon and shoot. The officer instantly puts down the taser in the other hand, grab the gun with the other hand, and blast the man in the back. I say, oh shit. He made a choice. He got a taser. He already had a taser out, Lisa.
Right.
Aimed at him while he was running. He changed and said, oh, you shooting a taser at me. Watch this. I'm going to kill you. I said, hold up. That's not equal.
No.
Because what I was going to say was this. If I was running away from you with a baseball bat, I can kill you with a baseball bat, right? If you the police, I can kill you with a bat. But if I'm running away from you with the bat and I turn around like I'm throwing the bat at you, can you shoot at me? No, because it's supposed to be non-lethal. So are they saying that a taser is lethal? If a taser is lethal, then why do they get to use it on us?
Mm-hmm.
So at no point, the reason I'm saying all of this is to say, at no point, despite everything that happened in that video, is it warranted to shoot him in the back. Yeah, he drunk and sleep in his car. Okay, he shouldn't be drunk, sleep in his car, but he is. That still ain't a crime.
Right.
Yeah, he in the middle of the driveway. Okay, all he got to do is pull a car over. He in a fucking parking lot for real. That's all a drive-through is an extended parking lot. So all he had to do is pull his car over. So that didn't warrant calling the police. Police come out. You done did the whole walkthrough. You could have got his keys. He couldn't drive. You could have got his license. He couldn't drive. You didn't have to arrest him because all he was fucking drunk in his car.
Right.
It shouldn't have escalated to none of this wrestling, none of this choking, none of this running, him having your taser, none of that, none of that, none of that, none of that should have ever happened.
Right. Well, that's why everybody is saying disband the police, right?
Right.
Get rid of their ass.
Wasn't nothing right, Lisa. Everything was wrong, Lisa. Everything from the minute the motherfuckers in the Wendy's called the only people was right was the motherfuckers in the drive-thru driving around this sleep drunk motherfucker in a car turned off.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Wendy's, Nikki C. Wendy's called the police, and you saw they torture Wendy's. That Wendy's is no more.
Right. Rest in peace to the Wendy's too. Right. Mm-hmm. When I woke up and I saw that, I said, "Well, that's fair," and went back to sleep. I said, "Well, okay, I woke up to a win."
Wait a minute, they burnt it down?
Hey,
goddamn right,
Big Mike. They burnt it down to the ground.
Oh shit!
Because when I saw it last night, you know what I'm saying, they had fires around the Wendy's, and then they made a decision to burn it all the way down. Huh?
That was the Wendy's. They broke the window of everything around there, KD, and they burnt the Wendy's to the ground.
It is gone.
Gone.
Well, I couldn't be no employee, and the Wendy's I'd have got all that goddamn money. Burn this bitch down. I got all that money.
Yeah.
I had niggas laughing this morning. I said, now you can get your double with cheese extra well done. Because that motherfucker.
Yeah, right? I don't know. Look at that picture you got. You got a Lysol variety pack there. With
Damn right. There you go. Go get you one of them at the new Trump store.
Mm-hmm. No, they gonna be serving those at the rally.
Matter of fact, they should have glasses of bleach right on the side of there too.
Hey, I didn't know they charging people $1,000 to come, and you still got to sign a waiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay 3 nickels to go see Trump. Are you kidding me?
Right. What, to see him turn orange? What the hell is that?
Yeah. You gotta sign a COVID waiver. Can't wear a mask.
COVID waiver.
A COVID waiver. Ain't that a business?
I mean, they got to see his fucking turn orange. Well, come on, man.
That shit crazy. I said, damn, they got a COVID. That's why I got the Lysol smoothies. I said, they got COVID waivers. They gonna be really serving Lysol smoothies. Mike, that shit was on TV last night. They had a waiver. They said, this is what you have to sign to go to the Donald Trump joint. That shit said, motherfucker, we know the COVID is out here, and you know gathering in big places will get you that shit. This is saying that you will not sue Donald Trump or anybody affiliated with him because your dumb ass wanted to come to this rally. I swear, that's basically what it said. I said, this a COVID waiver. Ain't this a bitch?
But wait a minute. But wait a minute, though. Wasn't there some of the same motherfuckers talking about, oh, COVID was a hoax, but yet they going to his rally signing a COVID waiver?
And look, the motherfuckers ain't gonna be allowed close to him, and he ain't gonna let them wear a mask. Ain't that some shit?
Yep.
Yeah,
That
$1,000
is
to
stupid
come.
as fuck, man.
I ain't paying no
$1,000.
$1,000 to see that orange person.
I'm telling you. Yep. All right, y'all. Let's see, the next story we got up here is defunding the police.
All right.
Now, you know, up in Minneapolis, they already voted on getting rid of their police and starting all over. So the sheriff's department up there is supposed to take over until they got everything in place. So those cops are all pretty much fired, all of them.
And I gotta say, man, shout out to the homie Jeremiah Ellison for leading this doggone conversation on this. Shout out to him.
Well, I tell you what, KD, it's a great start, but more of these police departments need to go. That's one of
Right.
them. Trust me, Lisa, there's plenty more than that need to be fucking gone, including mine.
It's some that need to be disbanded and dismantled, and it's all of them need to be defunded, not just one.
Yeah.
Every police, and for you dumb motherfuckers, we're not saying that there won't be any cops to call. What we're saying is all that having tanks, military guns, pepper balls, rubber bullets, pepper spray, all that extra shit. Nah, you can't have all that. We're not giving you no new buildings. You don't need new cars all the fucking time. All you motherfuckers need to do is solve the crimes you not solving.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't giving you no more money. We're gonna put some money into the schools. We're gonna put some money into the roads. We're gonna make it so more people could get Medicare for free. We're gonna make it so that's what the fuck defunding the police mean. That's all that means.
And pretty much giving taxpayers the power on how to spend the damn money.
Tax money
That's
now.
it.
Your tax money ain't going to get a chokehold and pepper spray. Now, look, normally your tax money going so these motherfuckers could go to military school on how to beat the shit out of you. Now, and your kids don't have new school books. Now they saying, well, we should give money for school books and stop with the chokehold classes. That's what defunding. That's what defunding the police means. Less chokehold classes, more special education class.
Mm-hmm. John L., thank you for the super chat. Let me see what you wrote here. I have a story for you. My story last year, I was injured on the job twice. And while on light duty, my boss called me boy and BS. And the best my lawyer could get me was $9,000 and I was fired. Damn. Boy, I hope you choked out that boss that called you boy.
Yeah, did you bust him in the mouth?
Yeah.
Where was you at? What state was you at?
Wow.
Was that north?
Well,
yeah.
That sound like the job from hell. Curious Flag, thank you for the super chat. The weakest men are given badges and the American people believe anything they say. It's cray cray. Yeah, you're right.
Basically, real talk.
We need all Negroes that live in South Dakota, North Dakota, Montana to bring your ass to the populated black area so we can keep an eye on you Negroes.
Right, because ain't nobody getting, we don't know whatever happens to you, and there's really not nothing we can do. Ain't like we coming out there to check up on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is so true.
Oh, that's Florida. See, look, Lisa, I asked her what state it was.
Now I'm not surprised.
Ain't nothing you can do. That's it, homie. That's the best you gonna get. Be lucky that you got a judge that was willing to give you 9,000.
Well, Nike has come out and added Juneteenth to its company holiday. And Nike, I have a message for you. You can kiss my ass. If you want to really do something for the black community, you are a multi-billion-dollar corporation. You could have started a reparations fund for the black community. A Juneteenth holiday, no damn body needs that.
Hold up.
this is.
Not only does nobody need that. My bad, KD. Go ahead.
No, let me go ahead, homie. I'll speak after you.
I'm trying to figure out if not only do nobody need that, it says Nike adds Juneteenth as company holiday.
Right.
So the only black man gonna get a day off is Michael Jordan. But I don't.
Probably the only one that worked for them, right?
Right. What nigga work for them? Go ahead, KD. KD, go ahead. Talk on this bullshit, please.
What the fuck this is, ladies and gentlemen, is nothing but cheap ass corporate promo for the company. Imagine that every damn corporation is coming out with these cheap ass Black Lives Matter hashtags. It is nothing more but cheap ass promo for the company. That's all this shit is.
You know what? It is bullshit because think about all the dollars that black people spend on their gear, on the sneakers, on the t-shirts and everything. And this is the best they can do. Give you.
Man, God said they're gonna have some Kente cloth Jordans.
Yeah, you know, come on. You know,
Man, VC, if they come up with that, I'm gonna fucking laugh my ass off, bro.
Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer gonna rock them down.
Yeah, right.
Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer gonna unveil the new Kente cloth Jordans. He say, look, Michael Jordan said he gonna name them after a prominent black man he respect, the Ed Clarence Thomases.
Yeah, right. But thank you, Demetrius, for the super chat. Yes, Lisa, exactly. Yeah. You know, come on. All the money and revenue they get from the black community, they could have done way better than this. I would have rather for them to put some kind of funding aside, something that would have benefited the black community, but put some Juneteenth on your company holiday. You didn't have to give nothing up. You gave nothing. You could do that for free.
Yeah. What you just said was.
And that's why I call it cheap ass promo. All they gotta do is put a fucking hashtag out and then company name go grow all throughout that motherfucker.
I was about to say, look, no, niggas ain't even gonna read this shit. That's why it's good, Lisa, that's something. Read the headline. Nike adds Juneteenth as company holiday. That means that only white people who work in the office get a day off for the last day black people were slaves. Because think about it. If on June 19th, if they playing basketball that day, well, hold up. That's bullshit. Let me tell you why that's bullshit. Well, if it's a company holiday this year, well, it don't matter. The NBA ain't playing till July 31st, I heard. So all of them off any motherfucking way. What they saying, the Nike stores ain't gonna open on June 19th? All of them closed anyway. So again, what this means is white people who work in the office get a day off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but they're not gonna shut down their website though. Get the fuck out of here, Nike.
Right, right. Look, like on June 19th, you gonna go on Nike.com and they not selling shoes, Lisa. Like you gonna go in there and they're gonna have a documentary for Black Wall Street. We think you need to know about Black Wall Street. No.
And how Nike was involved back in the 1920s and shit.
Right.
Wow. I see you fell off there, Big Mike. I'm glad you're back.
Yes, man. Hit a hole. Hit a badge.
Man, yeah. So I hope Nike don't act like they've done something for us. I mean, for real. And do shit.
And it ain't just Nike. It's Adidas with that bullshit. It's other shoe companies with that bullshit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that cheap ass promo.
Nah, look, this the worst one. So I go on Amazon to order some car parts. As soon as I go up, the first thing popped up. I said, you know, I ain't even ordering it. Let me go to eBay. That shit say Black Lives Matter. Look, no bullshit. The first thing came up with some shit say, we at Amazon know that Black Lives Matter. Now go buy this motherfucking DVD, nigga.
I saw that. I'm like, what the fuck?
I said, what? Black Lives Matter. I said,
if you go out there, a lot of corporations got that stuff on their homepage now. Oh, we're with the
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Lisa. It's that cheap ass promo. That's what I'm saying.
But wait, but remember, back in 2016, all of these same people were mad at Kaepernick. Remember?
right.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, and Roger Goodall is full of shit, talking about he understands, and you don't understand nothing. And did you give Kaepernick his job back? Fuck all of that understand mess. The hell with that.
We understand, nigger. Now you get that uniform on and you play. We're not hiring that nigger back, and I hope you understand.
I know that's right. They ain't gonna hire that man.
And they're gonna put up a board. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just saying they ain't gonna hire Kaepernick back.
Mm-mm.
And then they gonna put out some bullshit statement talking about we understand how you feel about George Floyd. Well, didn't you do the same fucking thing about white ball and Kaepernick? You white ball Kaepernick, but you feel for George Floyd. Get the fuck out of here, nigga, please.
I'm ready to fuck you up. You want to hear some gangster shit, KD? They said the NFL is donating $250 million to justice organizations. They did the math. That's like 770,000 a team. Every year. Lord. Every year, each team giving up 700,000 because it's 32 NFL teams. They giving up 25 million a year. They said that's roughly 770-some thousand a team. That's less than they paid their lowest paid players. Each year, each team gonna donate a lowest paid player salary to black causes. It's 50 states and 32 teams.
And then most of those so-called black causes are head up by fucking white people. White people. Get the fuck out of here, NFL.
Well, you know, they are real toe up these days, you know, because remember when they were going up to the state capitals all over the country to demand
talking about this is slavery, this is unconstitutional, why are you doing this to my liberties and shit?
Yeah, staying home is like slavery. I'm like, yeah, whatever. And now this came out in Fortune magazine. They are saying the recession will go on for years worldwide.
Wow.
Because worldwide, damn near all of these countries are struggling and they can't get their economies back. Can't get it back.
I think all Negroes should go home for a whole 6 months and just say fuck it. Have barbecues every day.
Yeah.
Shit.
Back up.
That's the only thing I'm saying is money.
Yeah. Backup trick 44. Thank you for the super chat. Tangibles, not empty gestures. NFL. You got that right. But yeah, so worldwide, so many countries are struggling economically now. They said even here in the US, it would take 10 to 12 years to get everybody, all 42.65 million people, employed again. 10 to 12 years.
But I was thinking about this too, Lisa. Even with the companies that are open right now in all these fucking states and shit, they're not even operating at half staff. They're not even operating even at half capacity. So
Katie,
You're doing the bullshit opening, but yet you're not receiving anything.
Right.
You're not getting anything.
Katie, that is a good point, because many of these companies that have reopened said they are struggling. They ain't making no money. They said hardly nobody's coming in to even buy from those businesses that are open.
I'm about to say, Lisa, these dumb motherfuckers ain't realized if everybody ain't working, the slavery don't work. You can't make enough money. Look, you overcharge for everything, you double charge for everything in the hopes that everybody gonna buy something. Well, now we in a situation where this shit is real. Everybody can't get out. Everybody shouldn't be out. Everybody ain't gonna get out. You gonna lose money. It's how
And then on top of that, you got like damn near over 45 to 50 million unemployed, and it's still filing unemployment. So their first priority is gonna be in their house, not at no fucking store.
Right. And see,
well, I can't get
some of the businesses that have reopened, some of them have closed because they said they're not making enough revenue to even stay open.
Well, I will give Donald Trump this. He did take America back. I mean, the streets remind me of the 60s. The COVID virus remind us of 1919. And this motherfucker, after the recession hit, the prices of everything gonna be so low, it's gonna be like it's 1920. So yeah, we going back.
You're right. That's what I see, V. You sure right, bro. That's what it is.
We going back, y'all. The prices of shit gonna have. Look, this when y'all gonna realize what I used to say as a kid. I said, if I could murder anybody in the beginning of history, it'd be the nigga Mr. Price. Somebody said, Mr. Price. I said, yeah, because that's the nigga who thought of the price. When somebody thought of value or something, when you realize that nothing is really worth value for real but your health and your family and shit like that, nothing is really valuable. Water is valuable. Food is valuable. Money is not valuable. When you realize that, then we'll all be better. So over the years, they done raised prices because they could make more money, and it was more people making more money, and these certain people, 1 or 2% could have all the money. Well, now it's not like that no more.
No,
And people and when, like Lisa said, when shit opened up, I was arguing about that on my basketball channel. Niggas talking about the NBA and how players was making $1 million, 700 million, gonna make half their salary. I said, nigga, it's people that was making $15 an hour that ain't gonna be able to make that no more, because there's gonna be companies that can't pay it because they not making it.
Right.
You know what, BZ, you brought up a good point. You know what, BZ, you brought up a point, because even the NBA players are even going against this bubble shit that's going on that Adam Silver is trying to force them to play in. So basically, if they don't play, they're not only going to lose money for the rest of this year, the salary cap is even going to go down even further for next year. So everybody's losing money around this bitch.
Right.
Well, KD,
here's the other component to that is, when they do, let's say they do get to open up the economy, you're going to have thousands of people competing for the same damn job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some people are going to have to accept the fact you may be unemployed for years.
Mm-hmm.
That's for real. You may be unemployed for years.
And they going to have to accept the fact that they going to have to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
The government, that is, because it ain't going to be nothing nobody can do. Look, it's shit that let's use the NBA. I was arguing about this, Lisa, as a microcosm. Okay, they talk about restarting it July 31st. KD and them talk about, Kyrie was talking about the virus first. Like, I don't want to do this shit. Couple of other people was talking about the virus. Dwight Howard said, man, all this shit going on in the streets and the virus, fuck this. So even if they played, you can't have fans back anymore. So you losing that money. You can't have t-shirt revenue. You can't have cotton candy, beer sales, popcorn, pretzels, this, that, oversold merchandise, the parking outside, the hot dog man down the street, the lady who sell the fucking we're number one tag. All of that is gone. How does TV revenue make up for that? It doesn't. Pretty soon, they going to lose a lot of money. Next year, they're going to start without fans again if they don't find a way to get this virus shit under control. And guess what happens then?
You know what? And I'm glad you said that, LVZ, because it actually impacts the entire entertainment industry. How do you have a concert if you are a singer? How do you have a concert now? You can't have a concert.
You can't. Look what Dave Chappelle just did. The first concert, he had to have it outside on his fucking ranch. That's where they were, on his ranch, outside. A lot of people ain't gonna have that motherfucker resource or that ability.
Right.
So
even if they were to go back to work on $15 an hour, it ain't gonna be too many people working.
no,
Even if you let them back in the stands.
No. And I mean, and they're already anticipating it's going to be record-breaking foreclosures, record-breaking evictions going on in the country in the years to come. They're already projecting it.
right. So
Which,
they got
which goes back to my original point. If they receiving anything at all, they're going to put it towards the house, not no fucking entertainment.
right.
That's why the entertainment industry, you might as well say they're not going to be able to uphold it. How are you?
Right.
You can't get Tiger Woods out there golfing anymore, and you can't get Beyonce back up on the stage with 50,000 people in there. You can't do that mess no more.
How the fuck does 50 million unemployed not factor in? It has to.
Right. I'm about to say, how can y'all just say, hey, we just gonna have foreclosures and evictions? No, it's got to be a plan in place. You can't say you just gonna have millions of people homeless. That just can't work.
Well,
so
did you see some of the articles out about Trump? They said Trump wants the country reopened with no plan. Yeah,
exactly.
You think somebody like Donald Trump is going to come with a plan? Hell,
a real plan.
He just. Let's be real, Lisa. He just saying that shit because he's losing money. That's why.
Look. But I ain't even finished with the NBA. Watch this, Lisa. So you're going to get innovative, right, Lisa? This is how you're going to start having to do concerts and shit like this. The NBA is going to lose money when they realize, damn, we can't sell cotton candy and beers and vendors and parking spaces and shit like that no more. Because we ain't going to be able to have as many fans. Even if we open up social distance, we can't have 50,000, 20,000 in the arena no more. So this is what you're going to have to do, y'all. Pay-per-view every basketball game. The problem with pay-per-viewing every basketball game is you got people who live in New Jersey like Lisa, there's fucking Laker fans. And I'm DC. I like the Lakers. Brooklyn ain't going to have a team because too many people ain't going to want to watch them.
Oh, damn, you don't fuck with the Wizards, VZ?
I like the Wizards. I like the Wizards because it's my home team, my nigga. But would I pay to watch them lose? Fuck no. I'm a Laker fan, but I'm not gonna sit there and pay and watch these niggas lose and do the wrong thing every year. I'm not gonna support that. That's gonna be fucked up.
You just brought up another good point. Like, who the fuck is gonna support their hometown team if they're not even winning? And you just limited the NBA market right there by limiting the teams that are winning.
You look at all the people that lost their jobs, like LVZ said. You don't need a parking lot attendant no more because nobody's at the games. You don't need your people selling tickets. You don't need concession stand people. All those people are now officially out of work. They can't get them jobs back.
Lisa, we're your 50-man cleanup staff for all the popcorn spills and soda spills in the arena when it ain't that many people there no more, y'all.
Yeah.
It was people that used to do those contracts. They talking about the NFL gonna open up. I'm sorry, Mike. They talk about the NFL gonna open up and they're gonna open all the way up. And everybody like, well, what about the NFL? I said, nigga, it's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah.
People gonna get sick.
Yeah, and I say even if they attempted to do it, it's gonna be short-lived. They're gonna have to shut it down almost as quickly as they start playing.
Lisa,
and even if they did, every team is gonna have to hire a whole sanitation team, which is gonna cost money.
look,
Yeah,
no.
but how do you social distance in a damn locker room?
Right. How do you social distance in the stand? They said they gonna bring everything back. They said they want fans. They gonna have fans. Bro, people gonna die in weeks after the game.
And my point on the sanitation team is that they're gonna have to hire every team gonna have to hire them. You know what I'm saying? In order to even keep the stadium up to par.
Yeah, but you know what, Katie? All of the places that have been sanitizing, those people are still getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're still getting sick. Remember, this stuff is airborne. It's not just going to be on the surface.
Right.
So, yeah, no matter how you look at it, it's a disaster, you know?
Right. This shit gonna be a disaster. I was talking about it today. I said, hold up. So you trust all the men who helped put Donald Trump dumbass in office and put us in this situation? You trust them? Because that's who run the NFL. All the people who gave Donald Trump money to be in office. You trust them to run this success. The same people who didn't get it right with Kaepernick. Come on.
Yeah.
And this is the same fucking president when all of this was coming around. He turned down the fucking meeting to even try to solve the damn problem.
Yeah. This is one of the cops that was, you know, part of the shooting at Breonna Taylor's apartment. This is Brett Hankinson. He has been charged by 2 women of sexual assault. You can look at this motherfucker and tell he's an incel. At least I can. He's a damn incels. But yeah, there have been problems with his conduct even long before the Breonna Taylor shooting.
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, we got a little sex predator on the loose.
Yeah.
He's sexual predator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Does that shock anyone?
No.
I'm not shocked.
Let's be honest. Every last one of them cops probably got a records longer than our bodies.
Yeah.
All 3 of them. They probably got records longer. All 3. One of the cops I heard had their motherfucker assault against a police officer dismissed to become a cop.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll do stuff like that. They wouldn't do it for us.
Oh, you know who it was? The cop that got the separate lawyer in the George Floyd case.
Wow.
That motherfucker was arrested for assault against a cop.
Uh-huh. Oh,
yeah.
I'm not surprised. That sounds about white.
Yep. Man, this shit crazy. This shit is really crazy. I can't believe we lost to these stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah. Tell me about it. All right, y'all.
It's like a damn movie or something, man. It's just like, is this shit real? You know, every day
you know
wake
what?
up and,
You know what, Big Mike? You know what, Big Mike? That's the first thing Lioness said when I first met her when we was talking about everything else. I mean, that's the first thing she said.
Yeah.
It is. It's the truth. This shit don't say it. Say like this a bad ass movie. Hold up. You know we see this, right?
Right.
This shit crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. All right, I sent 2 links, one to Tareen, who was asking for one, and King Wage.
Bet.
And, you know, if anybody else fall off the panel, I can always add another person. So just stay on standby, y'all.
Bet, I'm here.
You know, unfortunately, the True Royal family. How you doing?
I'm good, everyone. How y'all doing?
Did you hear about that guy that hung? There's another black man that got hung in California in Victorsville.
Damn. No, I didn't hear about that one.
Yeah, we were talking about that in the beginning. I'm going to show you this guy. He looks about the same age as Robert Fuller. And he was in a place called Victorville. Do you know what?
Yeah, I know about Victorville. Yes,
All right.
that's Hick country, big time.
All right, Hick country. All right, hold on. I'm
Oh,
gonna show you this dude. I want you to see him.
Shalom, family. Shalom.
How you doing, King Wade?
What's up,
I'm doing good, brothers and
Hey,
queens.
King
How y'all doing?
Okay,
What's up, family? I had to come through, you know, especially at a horrible time like this.
Yeah.
Here you go, True Royal. Here he is, right here. You see him?
Wait a minute. Let me check.
Demetrius, thank you so much for this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Confusing. How did we lose to these people? Well,
Right.
I can tell you how, and it's long and painful.
Lord have mercy.
Okay, so this is the man that died, found hung in Victorville, California, 50 miles away from where Robert Fuller was hung, just 10 days apart. And I'm like, his name is Malcolm Harsh. And I'm like, okay, what the hell is going on in California?
You know, there was somebody else hung within that region too. I think it was a woman too, a sister. There's some stuff going on, but that ain't a good area for us to be hanging around. I know that area very well.
I told you, and people keep forgetting. California, just like one of them states like Pennsylvania, black people is in two spots, Oakland and Compton and LA. After that, all in between is Alabama. You don't want to get caught with that sundown.
Okay,
See, like,
wait a minute. I got a subscriber that says they live in Terry Hughes lives in Victorsville. You live there? Okay, I just saw what you wrote. California is a racist state. Well, join the club. New Jersey's a racist state too.
Yeah, all of them states is right. But you know, especially up in Northern California, they try to give the impression of being so liberal.
And that's what makes it so deadly.
And California, now the whole body of California is a Republican state. You got some very wealthy people in California because of the entertainment industry. And it's just all a smoke screen. See, what they try to play off on, especially up in Northern California, is during that hippie era, and they try to keep that. They try to keep that type of nostalgia around. And see, some people never ask the question, where did the hippies go? Where did they go? See, I was raised around them because I was raised in the Haight-Ashbury. And where those hippies went, I'm gonna tell you where they went. Let me finish this real quick. Where the hippies went is after they went and ran around nasty and protesting against their family and stuff. And when that wore out, they took their ass back home, took a shit shower and shave. They opened up Trader Joe's. They opened up Whole Foods. They opened up IKEA, them type of places. I know what I'm talking about on this. So those a lot of those hippies were considered the baby boomers. And, you know, they talk a lot about the baby boomers because that was the only time in that little small cocoon that a lot of white people had babies. But trust and believe, when they were rebelling against their parents, once they got through that phase, they took on their parents' ideology and everything to hold on to that money.
But hold on, True Roll. I gotta stop that because we always do this, and I was saying that the other day. We always do this. This is a subconscious thing they done put in everybody to say, and black people even say it. All right, let's get one thing straight. It was hippies, you right, and it was quote unquote free love, and some of them was fucking black people. They were never fighting for what we were fighting for. They were always talking about the war. All they cared about was the war. When True Royal said that they straightened up, got a haircut, and went home, guess why? The war was over. That's why. They weren't out there marching because we was getting our heads beat in. All they was talking about was the war. They only start talking about, hold up. They only start talking about Muhammad Ali because of the war. They wasn't talking about Muhammad Ali when he was talking about what was going on with black people in the streets and when he was hanging with Malcolm X. They only started talking about him because of the war.
And you're right. You're right, LVZ. I already knew they never was for us. They were rebelling also against their parents. That's what I said at first.
But see, people think that they was rebelling when you say that. A lot of niggas, that's why they think, man, they was rebelling. No, they wasn't rebelling because of us, though.
No, even
that was just going on at the same time. They was rebelling their parents.
I'm glad that you brought that up too, because of the space and time that we are in right now. Okay, throughout the United States, they've been out here marching, and you've been seeing a bunch of white people out here marching. They not marching for us. They done lost their damn jobs.
No. Yeah, and not just that. Hold on, Lisa.
Getting into that a little later.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about
right. Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm just say real quick. Yeah, this like the hippie movement. Understand, they marching for something different. When we talk about it later, I'm gonna cook on it.
Yeah. Yep. Demetrius Flag, thank you for the super chat. Both statements are true at the exactly same time. You're right. King Wade, you want to say anything about this new latest man that was found hung in California?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that True Royal is right that these people put on such a fake facade of being liberal in California. And I live in Silicon Valley, and it's a lot of people here that make a lot of fucking money.
Oh yeah.
So these people are Republican to the core. And I've seen some banners out here when Pete Buttigieg was running. They really had some banners out here for this guy.
Yeah. See, me and King Wage, we're not too far from each other. So we up in snow country. We know how they getting down around here.
And it's another thing up there I need y'all to talk about too. It ain't because I talked about that before y'all got on there. We always talk about it is a lot of hidden white supremacists that their family came from the South. But what y'all need to cook on a lot more is how y'all the family of, hello, how are you doing? I am a very racist man and I will get you out of here.
Lord, it's so many.
You know what, LVZ, you are correct, because I be seeing a whole lot of Texas license plates around here, man.
Yeah.
How about
how you doing, Tareen? Tareen just joined.
What's up, Tareen?
So,
how you doing?
What's going on?
Right.
What's going on? What's good? Hey, True Roll, how you doing out there?
What's up, Michael?
How you doing, Big Mike? I'm good. We need to talk behind the scenes, Big Mike.
Yes, ma'am.
Karine, did you hear about the latest black man that was found hanging over there in California?
Yep. And this is the third one that came out this week, because there was another one in New York and a Manhattan Park.
Wait a second. There was another one in Florida too. There was a sister that was hung out there. She was a South African.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, King Wade. I thought I had heard something like that about a sister or something that got hung out there. But I wanted to say something that King Wage had mentioned on his channel the other night, and he was talking about San Mateo County and different counties that he was mentioning in the Bay Area, and every county that King Wage had mentioned was a sundown town, and a lot of people are surprised when we talk about these things especially up in Northern California. It's like a lot of people don't even know the Google YouTube headquarters is in a sundown town. That place over there is that when my parents moved to California in I think it was in 68. And that was the first thing that they told them. Don't go to San Mateo. They're gonna pull your ass over.
But hold up. This is what I was saying. Who live there though? Mostly it's white folks. But it's a whole bunch of other nationalities in that motherfucker.
It's a lot of Asians. It's a lot of Asians. They saturated everywhere. Like they'll build like a block of houses. Them Asians will buy them houses sight unseen. They'll just buy them up in blocks. And I have a girlfriend. She works at a daycare center, And I asked her, I said, what is the percentage? What races of children do you see overall that's at your daycare? And she said, Asian children.
See?
So those are the people that are working.
That's what I was cooking on before y'all got in early. When we first got on, I was telling Lisa when we talked about this, I said, can I just say, because y'all wasn't here, I said, people would like to make like California so liberal because it's black people in Oakland, a few in San Francisco, and something in LA. But California is like the second or third biggest state. Y'all, it's a whole lot of white supremacists in California.
You know what, LBZ, I wanted to tell you something. Just before they had the big shutdown here in California, that same girlfriend was questioning something because she was noticing a lot of the Asian children were coming up sick. She works in the infant department, and they had to send home, I think she said, about 13 children, and all of them were Asians. They were the kids were having high fevers, they were lethargic, and it was like, what's wrong going on with these kids? Why, they were sick. They were sick. And then when the shutdown came, it hit her like a ton of bricks. She said, them Asians, even before the coronavirus, they will send them children home to them daycare centers sick and stuff like that. And she told me something else. Even though a large percentage, and I didn't knew this, what I'm about to say, a large percentage of them are working and buying up property and stuff. She said that they like a slave to that property because it's so damn high. They working 2, sometimes even 3 jobs. So they ain't, don't always make think that they are enjoying life. They so want to be a part of a dead white percent system that they're a slave for buying these homes and stuff like that, because these and King Wager tell you, I mean, cracker box houses, $3 million plus for that. You still got to pay that damn house note. And I'm going to say this last thing, and I looked this up. Do you know that a family of 4 making $115,000 a year is considered low income, and you can get Section 8 in California? Making over $100,000.
Yeah,
can
well, the cost of living and housing is a lot more expensive.
So more,
yeah.
Listen,
Hey, Lisa.
Yes.
I wanted to touch back on what happened in Atlanta and how it correlates with something that happened in California last year.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you remember last year back in February in California where there was this rapper? It wasn't a mainstream rapper, but he was like, I guess he was one of those underground rappers, and he was in a parking lot of a fast food restaurant and he was asleep. And they called the police on him, and when they came and tapped on his window, when he was just waking up, they immediately fired like 30 shots in his car. When I saw that in Atlanta, I said, why does that story sound like something else that I remember from last year? And it immediately made me think of that.
Yeah, that didn't happen too far.
I believe that was at McDonald's.
Yeah, no, it didn't happen. It didn't happen there.
Taco Bell. It was at Taco Bell.
Taco Bell, right? You're right.
You know what? They had another case similar to that, where over in Oakland, where a brother was at like one of those gas station convenience stores, and I think he was diabetic or something like that, and he just probably went into diabetic shock and was just laying in there sleeping, and they called the cops. But you know what this also shows too? You can't call the police.
What we know in those cases, it was the fast food places that were calling the police.
And I understand, and I do understand where he's in the drive-through, people gotta go around. I understand that situation. I do understand that, but still, on top of that, it just show you when you call them motherfuckers, they coming to kill you.
But nah, true, Roy. We said that earlier. We was like, why did they didn't even have to do that first look? He was asleep. Everybody was going around him. So they was already solving the problem. Nobody in the line called. So he already in the parking lot. It's a nick. So how hard is it to do this? I'm working at the. I used to work at the Burger King when I was at school, so they can hit me with. I'm gonna use myself. Hey, LeVar, what? It's a dude out there sleep in the motherfucker drive-through. All right, wake him up and tell him pull over or some shit. All right, I go out there and knock on this window. Hey, homie, man, what? Oh shit, homie, you pilled. Look, pull over here in the driveway. What you want, man? I go in there, tell them what you want. Give me your money, and I'll bring your food and your change back up. All right, homie, please. See how I was saying that for y'all got on. This in so many ways, so many people wrong to me.
But
nobody, the police never should have been there.
LVZ.
Yeah.
LVZ. What you are saying is so profound to me. It almost want to bring me to tears. That's why they don't want our men to head families, you know, head communities and all of that, because we wouldn't be having these problems. We didn't, you know, because y'all know what to do. Y'all know how to approach and all these type of things. You know, you ain't coming in, I'm finna take this person out. You know the vernacular to use and how us to deal with our own folks.
The problem is the police is trained like that, though. They come in with deadly force on their brain. All they got to do is get a phone call and hear black man, and they're already charged up and ready to kill.
Did y'all see how strong that brother was dealing with?
He was whooping their ass. I was laughing my ass off.
I was looking at the stuff. I was like, wow, and they do have a genuine fear. And I was like, damn, you got the gun, the taser, the billy club, the mace, and all of that, and you can't handle that.
They tased him on the ground.
Yeah, they sure did.
He had the taser in him when he was running away. That's why the fuck he turned around to tase that bastard for tasing him when he was on the ground. So that's how he ended up shot. So many things was so wrong. I said, look, you could have, watch this. Then you ain't like that one, True Roy. You're going to hate this one. I was like, that was the Wendy's people wrong. Now here with the police wrong. All right, you had the motherfucker out the car. He did a sobriety test. So that means he would have gave you his license, his registration. And when you had him out the car, you could have took his keys. Problem solved. He's not a drunk driver without keys.
Okay, so let me say something on this. I've heard of stories in the 70s where police used to be a lot more helpful. If they saw you drunk driving and they stopped you, usually what they would do is pull your car off to the side and they would drive you home.
Now, I think that depends on what part of the country you were in.
Even if they'll give you a drunk driver ticket, even if somebody is in the car in a parking lot sleep, they'll still give you a drunk driver ticket.
Hey, look, now that's what I'm talking about. State to state that vary, because look here, and they had that. I just had them on my channel live earlier, vouching the story. My brother was drunk as fuck up the street one night, 2 a.m, called me, wake me up out of bed.
Yeah, hold up. Oh, we got company. Leave them there. Don't take them away. How you doing? Oh shit.
Derek Chauvin.
Leave that motherfucker there. We glad you here. Where our reparations money?
Oh, did you see the RT News had alt-right went out in the streets to fight Black Lives Matter over in the UK, and they got their asses handed to them.
Oh no, I gotta see that.
And it didn't take a lot of effort either.
I gotta see that, Lisa. I gotta see that.
Got they ass.
Somebody sent me an article about this person named Tommy Robinson. When I listen to him talk, he reminds me of the UK version of Richard Spencer, just with the accent. And one of my subscribers who's over in the UK, they were basically saying, like, can you look at this? So they sent me like 2 videos of him just like rambling on and on. And I said, you know what? They are no different than the palm-colored individuals over here as far as the talking points go. Like they use the same ones. Like this guy was saying all types of stuff like 600,000, and he said that 600,000 white people were killed by black people last year, and that 60,000 black people were killed by white people. And I immediately, when he said that, I paused the video and I said that reminds me of this fake stat that they came out with called 1350-92, where they said black people were 13% of the population and commit 50% of the crimes and committed 92% of the interracial crimes. That immediately popped into my mind because that's the only way he could have got that 600,000 thing from. But basically, he was going on and on because he was mad because they pulled down some statue over there or something like that. I said, y'all are no different than the ones over here.
Their false idols are being taken down. Thank you, John L, for the super chat.
But the funniest imagery I saw yesterday, was they had beheaded the Columbus statue for a second.
I know, Tareen, I made a whole video about that, and I ended up laughing through the whole damn video.
That kind of stuff disturbed him. But I wanted to say something because Lisa took it down. But you see, it speaks volumes of their fear, talking about make white great again. Y'all never was great. Y'all was propped up. Your ass was propped up.
Yeah, and you know what? Your country is gone. Do you understand that? With no economy, you have no country to boast about. Your country is gone.
Now, y'all see, I had put up a video a couple of days ago where what's his? I think it's Patrick Lynch. He's out there screaming because, you know why he's screaming, because they're worried about them taken. Oh, just to let the family know, they took that video down. I fought it, and it's backed up. The one where Patrick Lynch was screaming in the streets. That dude was about to cry. About to cry.
You have no country. You have no economy. You have no country. You can't make anything great again because you have no country.
And so that's why I was saying what they really is saying. How when I was using that word effectively, they were saying, basically we can't kill you this way. We got to come up with another way to effectively do this in such a way that when it is presented to the public, but especially to the royal family, well, we went down this checklist, and you can't. They really saying. That's really what they saying. And then the crazy part about it is then they want us to be included in, well, they'll come to black men. Because that's their main projector, but now they're getting all of us. They'll come to black men and they'll say, this is the other insanity of white men. They're gonna come to black men and say, well, how do we kill you in an effective way where we can continue to get away with it? That's the insanity that they are saying, and they literally are in tears because now I gotta come up with another way. That's really what they're saying. Think about
it. They think they still got a country. You don't have if you do not have revenue flowing through this bitch every day, you don't have a country. This is what you decided to build your entire nation on, was capitalism. Now you have no capitalism. Yeah. And the few businesses that are opening, they are telling you they ain't making shit.
Yeah, and you know what? The cops, because I know some cops. The cops, the brothers that have been telling me what they've been telling me behind the scene, the white boys are saying they gonna double down and do what the fuck they want, right? We know they're gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be the next one that's gonna come down on their ass. While they keep doing what they doing, and y'all were earlier talking about how these businesses are being effective and stuff like that, then these business leaders are gonna show up and they gonna come down on these cops, because when money is on that table, folks got a different type of attitude and all of that. But I'm loving how they come, because I'm looking who coming out of the cracks of the walls when they start talking about defunding the police department. They like, but see, what they don't understand, this is what these bitches don't understand. That is our money. They have came in with the attitude that that's their money. No, that's our money, and we should have more control of what we do with our tax dollars.
That's right.
And that shit is fucking them up.
All right, y'all, let's get on to the next story. The cop, one of the cops that shot up Breonna Taylor's apartment, has been charged by 2 women of sexual assault.
What?
And this is Officer Brett Hankinson.
Well,
He's the one right there that really, in my opinion, was the ringleader of the whole thing. If you go back and look at the whole thing, this guy literally just screams incel to me. Like, yeah, when the whole thing really kicked off, that's why I always said I felt like it was a hit, that he was personally going after Kenneth Walker, and unfortunately, Breonna Taylor was the casualty of it. And because they have a history that goes back, apparently it all started when he was in some bar or something like that, and some woman was flirting with him, and then the woman started to flirt with Kenneth Walker. This is before him and Breonna Taylor were a couple. And he got upset about that, and then it was little run-ins that he would have with him every time he saw him, and he couldn't get no charge to stick to him, so he would always have to end up letting him go and everything like that. So that's why I believe that that's why when they came out with that and said that he was accused of sexual assault by these 2 women, it doesn't surprise me, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was indeed true.
Yeah. That's what I said, Tareen, before you came on. I said this man looked like an incel.
That's exactly what Lisa said. That's the first thing she said. He looked just like an incel. I ain't surprised.
With this, I wanted to mention something. I've been doing a series of videos about the where they got warrants in Chicago, and how they done busted in many houses, and there's always children in the house. They pointing guns at the children. In every single case, all of those people that they so-called was looking for was in jail. And there is no way you can tell me that they did not know that they was in jail. The type of system that we got set up now, that you can just click with one finger and look up that person to see where they are at. You can't tell me that. They are purposely doing that, purposely terrorizing them babies. And that fat ass chief of police that they finally got rid of, he didn't even give a damn. And stuff, and I just see that happening quite frequently. Where, okay, you go to these people's house, break in their house, and then the very people you so-called looking for been in jail for years and all this kind of shit. They know some of these guys been off of the streets, been off. They purposely doing that. I don't care what anybody say.
Lisa, what's this you got up here?
Coronavirus.
That Rona
ain't no joke.
Well, mainly the southern states now have the biggest increases. Remember, Rona's not going to be bad in the summer. Well, it's hot as hell in the south, and the numbers are climbing more in the south than anywhere else.
Well, I want to point out, because I was born in that state, in the state of Arizona, there was a 78% increase in coronavirus, well over 50%, and it is hotter than hell right now in Arizona. So what Lisa was saying, damn near day one, that the heat ain't gonna change that shit.
Hey, I'm laughing over this motherfucker because look. All the reasons she said is all of a sudden the South will rise again. It damn sure is.
Mississippi, in my county, we got the highest percentage. We got 300 cases in Lee County.
Damn.
300 cases.
Wow. John L., thank you for the super chat. Years ago, the police pulled over my mom and had guns on here screaming where my brother was, and his was not only looked up, but he was in prison already. So they put a gun on your mom looking for your brother, and he was already in jail. Well, you know, this is American policing for you.
That shit, that motherfucker said. I looked at that shit in South Carolina. That shit, my Uncle Mo called me from North Carolina last night. He FaceTimed me. He said, yeah, I had to threaten a couple of motherfuckers down here, nephew. I said, what happened? He said, they standing too close and they don't wear masks. I'm about to come back home.
Y'all noticed? Have y'all noticed how many of them cops they don't have no masks on?
No, and they don't care. They're out in all those crowds of protesters, and they have nothing on.
I was looking at last night down in Atlanta, when them black folks was on the street, and I seen a slew of cops. They didn't have nothing on their face.
Hey, look, they talk about disbanding the police. The motherfucking COVID about to do that. Look, they sent the National Guard home. They wasn't telling you that. They was reporting that on our local news that like 12 National Guardsmen that was out there came home. Yeah.
But you know what? I'm glad you're talking about that, because they actually had a problem with coronavirus even prior to being sent to Minneapolis. They said that they already had a problem in the military in general, and especially the National Guard. They're spreading that shit like wildfire.
And they really don't. Their heart ain't really in it. They really don't want to be out there, because some of them are thinking, "Damn, I might get that shit when I go out there on the streets." They a lot of things that Lisa predicted is happening. I'm reading articles. There's a lot of people, they don't want to go back to work. They got it. They got a lot of underlining issues, and that's what I'm loving about. I had said on my channel, I said our Father is going to keep Esau restless. They all over the place. That because coronavirus is the equalizer. So we dealing with people marching and doing this and doing that. And then you got a pandemic. Woo.
You should have no concern about these people talking about making America great again, and they got a virus they can't even resolve.
Right. Everybody else opening up, they steady got cases.
All the slogans, but when it comes down to putting yourself in a situation where you got to resolve something, you can see they ain't about shit.
I mean, our Father put up a monkey wrench in their plan. They got shit written up, drafted up. I call it the 4-phase plan. How they gonna open up they little townships and all of that. None of that's working. None of their plans are working.
North Carolina and Arizona are now talking about reclosing.
That's what my uncle was telling me that last night. He said, these dumb motherfuckers, they opened up too soon. Well, he said they closed too late, opened up too soon, and now these motherfuckers gonna have to close again. And he laughing like shit.
Yeah.
See, black folks.
That's why you laugh at those folks like Oxy Man come here talk about make white great.
Whatever.
You have showed zero greatness through this entire pandemic. Okay, let's put that out there. You have shown zero greatness.
Show you how black folks think overall. We don't give a damn. You can open it up. You can give away stuff and all of that. The energy that I've been getting from us is we staying in. We only gonna get what we absolutely need to have to get and taking our ass.
True raw. Lisa, true raw, guess what? Motherfuckers everybody thought when they was calling motherfuckers to go back to work, they said, I think I got Kamala Harris' house. They said, why? They said, because when they asked them, are you ready to come back to work? They went, no.
I've been talking to family and friends.
But you know, the thing is, when you look at this map and you see all the red is mainly in the southern part, the orange, because that's where all the increase is. Now, you notice they're not talking so much about, when it gets hot, it should go away. They don't conveniently stop talking about that.
Look, Texas burgundy than a motherfucker.
Yeah, right?
In Florida, that's the state that I've been watching, because that damn governor of Florida, I can't stand.
DeSantis,
Ron DeSantis,
asshole.
That's who I've been watching.
There you go.
Yeah.
The shit stain. That's what it is.
They fired a white girl because she wouldn't fudge the numbers on.
There's a backup to that story. There's a follow-up. After she got fired, she went independent and published the real numbers.
Real numbers.
Damn.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, look, Lisa, and I gotta follow up to that story. Then the bitch moved and said, "Y'all on your own." That bitch done moved up the.
that must be Karen's stepsister. You know.
Stephanie. That's Stephanie. Stephanie got the fuck up out of them.
Yep. Yeah, they neglected.
You on your own. I'm moving to Canada.
They neglected her. You know, they neglected Stephanie, so she got an axe to grind with her folks.
Yeah, Stephanie, that's the rebel. Look, that's Stephanie. That's that Patty Hearst type. The Stephanie.
Mm-hmm. But you know what you gotta watch? I said this the other day. Now Karen got a sister, and Karen's sister is named Susie. And Susie, I call her Susie Cream Cheese. That's the bitch that want to save the world. You gotta watch her. There's different categories. Becky, Becky likes to flip the script. Becky want to act like she black sometimes too. You have to watch her ass. You really do. Oh my goodness. I've been seeing Karen everywhere lately.
Look, I ain't lying, lovely Cherokee. That bitch moved. That bitch, look, the update, Lisa, that bitch published the own record. She said, "Y'all motherfuckers sick." That bitch moved. Florida, Burgundy, then the mud. But look, all you Burgundy states, anybody that live in a Burgundy state, don't call me with the ALVZ. I'm coming to town. And
oh yeah, you're right. Becky do want some dark penis. Oh yeah, Becky down for that all the time. Oh yeah, that's why Becky be sniffing around. You gotta watch that hoe. You gotta watch it real close and stuff. But you know what? Let's throw this one factor in. The reason why that I'm watching Florida, because you know they have those hurricanes down there, and you know how bad the governor had did the Caribbeans over there. Told them, you know, you bet not come, and how nasty it is. So when these natural disasters hit, people have to be rescued and stuff, and people come back together. And even with that corona is still out there, and it's gonna tear a lining in their ass.
That's right.
Look. Did you see? I saw Sandra Hito speaking to Karen. Did y'all see the Karen and Brad cussing at the sister? You're parking in front of my fucking house, you bitch. You big cuss the lady all out for parking in front. Look, in a public street, the lady parked in front of her house. You're gonna move your fucking car. You're parking on my. She said, "You don't own the street." She said, "Look." So when the lady said, "See, this typical." She said, "What? I've given money to the NAACP. I know more black people than you do."
Wow.
Wow, they so full of it.
Yeah, I know that.
They give to them know nothing organizations.
And I don't believe that. That's right up there with I got black friends, you know. I don't believe when they be saying that mess.
No, Lisa, this is why I love you, True Raw, and y'all. Y'all give me the platform to tell the people exactly how to respond when they get caught up with that bullshit. LVZ gives you his one-liner to that shit right there. Whenever they say, "I gave money to the NAACP," don't get yourself in the tussy trying to figure it out. Go, shit, the NAACP gave Donald Sterling the Man of the Year award. 2 of them. So maybe you shouldn't be bragging about that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I knew something was up. LVZ, I knew something was up. I had sent this email to Lisa. It came from my son. And he had got an email from Lyft. And it was basically apologizing to the black community and blah, blah, blah. And they're going to give, I think it was $500,000 to the NAACP. And I was like, what's going on? And
how is that helping me?
It ain't, you know what? That's as far as they can go with it.
Look,
stuff.
We got to stop putting this out here. White folks, stop giving money, and fake black folk who think y'all doing something. Stop giving money to faceless charities ran by white people, talking about you doing something for black people.
No money to Black Lives Matter, the NAACP.
None of that. Look, you be better off to say, man, I'm gonna be on the corner of 15th and K, and I'm gonna be giving out $100 bills. Yeah, you might well do that.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll show up.
We'll be there.
We're gonna be there.
We'll be there. Now, if you doing that, we fucks with you. But outside of that, you ain't doing nothing for the community. Let me finally say something that black people have not articulated yet. Giving money to HBCUs and all of that don't mean shit. Why? Because I'm too old to go to college. What the fuck you gonna do for me now?
No, I can set up a fund. I got a True Royal fund. I'll make sure I facilitate that money back to our folks. I'm good on my word.
Come on, y'all. Let's keep it real. Most of us in here, nigga, our college dreams is over. Oh, I'm gonna give money to Nike so you could be a basketball player. My Michael Jordan fantasies are dead. Get that shit up. Look, nigga, tell me you gonna be up there in Southeast on 4th Street and Livingston Road giving $100 bills and watch me be there with a blunt in my mouth.
Well, Green and True Royal, you know what Nike is doing, right?
Yes, I was listening to
they're making Juneteenth a company holiday. I was like, well, what the fuck is that going to do for the black community?
Right.
You know what is so comical about all of this stuff is how white folks are reacting to everything. They're so reactionary now. You know, just get it off of me. Just get it off of me here. Let's do this. Let's say that. Let's make some type of gesture. And I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen after they didn't exhausted themselves with all that. You still a nigga at the end of the day. You fooling us.
That shit pissed me off. Yeah, at least put that shit up there. I said, all these niggas think niggas just can't read. Nike gonna give a company holiday on Juneteenth. All your motherfucker stores closed anyway. That's not giving a holiday, nigga. That's the COVID-19 holiday, nigga. I'm not stupid, nigga.
Right. The pandering is real.
Yeah.
Right.
Terrible pandering on top of that.
Yeah. Hey, Tori, did you hear the shit I said?
What's that?
I was ordering off Amazon. I'm about to order some car parts. Yeah, the shit said all Black Lives Matter. So you know what?
And not only that, but see what they doing with Netflix too, like on the front screen of Netflix.
Oh no, Comcast. We care about Black lives. How about you lower the bill, motherfucker? I called them the other day and said that. I said, "Oh, you care about Black lives? Well, how about take $100 off this bill?" They laughing and shit. I wasn't laughing.
No, it was yeah, right.
I was serious, nigga. My Black Lives Matter, right? Yeah, an extra $100 a matter a month too.
Man, fuck paying them. How about free cable? Shit.
Right. Because we care about Black lives. Yeah, we're saying as though I could get choked out by the police or get the COVID virus because y'all don't give a fuck. How about give me a couple of months of HBO for free, you son of a bitch? So I can watch these bullshit ass movies.
All right, y'all, get to the protest. I know some of y'all had something to say. So this is the part where you can get to it. Massive protests. They said some of these protests were at record number of people out on the streets around the world, from Atlanta to Zurich. And y'all, it's cool. I know we are shaking up the system by being out there, but shoot, the way I see it, why don't everybody in the crowd that's non-black give $5 each so we can have some reparations?
Thank you.
I mean,
I said that on Twitter. I said something like that on Twitter. I said, you want to see who your real allies are? Start demanding reparations and see those numbers go down. They're gonna go back in the house like they're gonna go back in the house like the woo-woo done spiked up again.
Fuck that, Tori, and I want my shit. All these crackers came out here talking shit. I passed the hat. $10. $10
really matter. And everybody in the crowd should give money. Take some money out of that wallet and create a reparations fund. They can do it right here on the spot.
Truth will come out. You know what I wanted to add when you sit in here, look at the massive protest crowds around the world. Now, I witnessed this for 3 straight days on CNN because I keep my channel on CNN. They barely showed any of the protests. I said they're getting tired of this shit, televising it, because you know how the enemy is thinking they're marching for black people. at this capacity, this shit is record breaking. It ain't. This is history making. We ain't never seen what we like on day 20 of marching.
Yeah. And then there's so many of their Peckerwood kids and all that. But I'm a couldn't. So I held it because Lisa wanted me to hold it for this. Let's go. These new age kids out here, these other races that's out here screaming, y'all. Black folk, don't be confused. I need y'all to split yourself up. I'm talking to my people in the UK, France, America, Canada, wherever you marching for justice. And it's white people and black people. Black people, separate yourself and you look at them motherfuckers and you tell them, motherfucker, we not just marching for George Floyd. We marching for gentrification. Motherfucker, we not marching just for George Floyd. We marching for reparations. Motherfucker, we not just marching for George Floyd. We marching for the fact that we own no businesses, but we are the creators of everything. We marching for cultural appropriation. We marching out here not just because we don't want to get a chokehold, motherfucker. We marching out because it's time for us to get a foothold on the motherfucking game. So are you in or are you out? Are you rolling or are we rolling over? Because that's what this about. I'm tired of it. This is not going to be the new hippie movement where they was fighting for the war and you said they was rebelling against the system. No, they just didn't want a war to happen. All these motherfuckers is talking about is don't choke the niggers to death. Please don't choke the niggers to death. No, that's not all the fuck I want. And that's not the only reason I'm out there. And I need y'all to understand and recognize that when you going out there, that do not have allies. Those are not allies. Those motherfuckers out there, whatever they marching for is what they marching for. But y'all not marching for the same thing.
Right.
And they probably, and here's the thing, you know what? You want to know why? You want to know why those numbers are so high this time around compared to other times? Because they needed a reason to go outside after being in for 2.5 months. How much you want to bet if it wasn't for this virus, the numbers probably wouldn't have been this high.
And then on top of that, Taryn, they don't have no fucking jobs.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So if everything was intact, we wouldn't even see these sheer numbers and all of that. I ain't fooled by none of this shit.
No, and a lot of these people are just out there out of boredom. They're tired of being cooped up in the house.
And back to what LBZ is saying something really deep. Once all this marching stop and we get back to unquote business as usual, you know, can I go to your bank and get a motherfucking loan? That type of stuff. Can I get this job? You know, that's the real ingredients in it. So all that marching at the end of the day is bullshit. It's about what is going to be happening in Black folks' lives day in and day out on so many levels. Oxyman, there you go. Don't get rid of that motherfucker. Where's our money at? Where our money at? You come up with
that motherfucker, bro.
Banana emojis all the time. Don't get rid of that stuff.
How you gonna look, True Raw? How you gonna ask a motherfucker on a Commodore computer where your money at? This motherfucker.
I want to see that stuff.
True Raw.
Metho Nelson, thank you for the super chat. The white allies are here to pacify our movement. I don't even think they're there for that reason.
We didn't actually ask them out there anyway.
Right, like Lisa True Royal and Torian was saying, y'all. If these motherfuckers, like I said about these phony motherfucking white folks out there, if this was business as usual, it was no COVID, and they could go to work, they be saying, nigga, why you making all this noise, blocking up the street? I gotta go to work.
I want to make one point too. I want to make this point real quick. Listen, these folks are not in the same financial state that they were in pre-COVID-19. Many of these mofos are at rock bottom. That's another reason why they're out there. Financially, they are drowned. They have drowned financially.
Yep. Because can you imagine? Can you imagine? They get a phone call Sunday evening. Y'all, all of y'all got your jobs back. Them streets would be thin with folks, real thin with them folks. So
it just be some niggas out there getting tear gas. True.
So LVZ, because you can narrate it real good. You can narrate it real good for us. Say everything was intact. The stuff happened to Floyd and all of that. These white folks, they got their jobs and everything. Oh. How would that look? How would that really look, LVZ, on them streets?
Hey, nigger, can you please get out of the way? I saw the video too. He should have not resisted. All right, I've got to go to the Starbucks, nigger. That's what the fuck. With a nigger, I've got to go to the nigger. If you don't get out of the way, I'm on my way to the Trader Joe's. I don't want to hear this shit, but I gotta say some real shit. And y'all need to understand this, man. The Oxy Man bathroom is the same as his coffee cup, and that's why he in here.
I'm so glad you brought up Starbucks. Starbucks sitting up there. At first, they didn't want nobody coming in with certain T-shirts. Now all of a sudden they on the bandwagon, Black Lives Matter, this and that. But the stuff was so lovely. Is over 400 Starbucks is closing down. They ain't making no money. They ain't making no money.
Fuck Starbucks.
They're a greedy ass company, man.
That's paradise right there.
One of my subscribers, they be seeing some deep stuff. Said, well, okay, wait a minute. Since we 13% of the population, well, who do they want to buy that coffee? Who are they really trying to sell that coffee to?
You know what it is? I figured it out, Sherrod. The reason why that's happening is because seemingly, because Starbucks, that caters like it has a huge white audience, like base. That's pretty much like most of the people that follow them. And since they are on the bandwagon of, quote unquote, Black Lives Mattering, now they just can't simply piss off Black people. Now they're pissing off everybody. And if they lose their base, then they lose all business. So that's why they had to backtrack. If they weren't out there, quote unquote, with us, and I'm using that in huge air quotes, they wouldn't have taken that back. But you see how quick they backpedaled, though. They didn't go a week before they came back and said, you know what? We fucked up. We take it back.
We know, how we get down. You know how we get down. They spoke true the first round from their heart. I'm going by what you said the first time. No. You was being real. I can respect that. You being real. You was, but now you trying to. They think we're so dumb.
But true, Roll. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm going to go past that. You know who fault it is? Them tap dancing ass niggas that took $1 from Philadelphia. That's
right,
what
They had a whole multi-billion-dollar corporation by the balls, and all you wanted was $1 for some symbolism.
You know what?
Some classes.
LVZ, I'm so glad you brought that up. I told folks this when that was going down. I was literally in the bed thinking, and I could feel it. And I made a video. I said, this is not going to go the way y'all think this is going to go. I said, it's some fuckery in this. And their lawyer, I could tell their lawyer was already paid off and stuff. And I said, one of these days, that shit going to blow up in their face doing that, because this is how it works in war. Because we are in a war. Anytime any of us get an opportunity and you fully got your hands on one of them, and they willing to cash out, you go in full throttle. You don't let up on
that. True, bro. You remember that video I did? That shit'll be called Varbucks Coffee. And it'll be a picture of Malcolm X.
Yes.
It'll be a picture of Malcolm X holding a coffee cup with a black power fist on it. And no cream would be served with my coffee. No cream. It would be the first coffee shop with no cream.
You know what's so crazy? You know want to know what's so? You know how white people love to claim that black people claim victimhood so much. And speaking of Starbucks, do y'all remember when a few years ago white people were so outraged because the design of the holiday cup was just a red cup?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were so mad. They sounded like they wanted to go torch every Starbucks on earth because they could not get a red Starbucks cup that had a snowflake or an ornament or a Christmas tree on it. It was just a red. It was just a red solo cup with a Starbucks lid.
They just want
and
you.
And they were so outraged by that.
But I want to go back to LVZ for a minute. LVZ, please describe your coffee shop. Now, what kind of music you gonna have piped in that bitch when we step in?
Shit! Look, we gonna have Chuck D before it was buck dancing. We gonna have Shut 'Em Down playing in that joint. We gonna have all the Peckerwoods, Better Hide the Night. We playing all Black Power music in that motherfucker. Look. Every Malcolm X day you get a free coffee if you can recite a line from one of his speeches. Goddamn.
Yeah.
We're gonna have slices of sweet potato pie, not the most
exactly, not the goddamn right, homemade. Just
pound cake.
And we're gonna have a motherfucking Dr. Khaled latte out that motherfucker. You drink that motherfucker, call somebody Peckerwood. Peckerwood. As soon as you take a sip.
Boy, that coffee shop would be off the hook. You coming in there, boom, 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 boom. They be like, hey.
Niggas come in that zone. What is they play? I testified. My mama cried. Black people died while the other man lied. Welcome to Varbucks, brother. Assalamu alaikum. Black power. Shalom. I'm gonna say all the Jones. Assalamu alaikum. Black power. Shalom.
So let's go back to these. Okay, let's go back to these $1 fools. And Starbucks is shutting all this down. You think them dudes is thriving and making coins like that? And they had an opportunity to get them a few million stuck in their pocket.
And look, like that would have been historical right there. They would have put them in history books as like the first black men to actually take down a major corporation. Like they literally, like Starbucks was really waiting to pay them a huge check, and all you took was $1.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
I truly believe Starbucks would have paid them because they didn't want that bad press. They was like, look, what you want? Give us.
They gave what they want,
and we'll write it out, and that way we can just drop this whole thing. And you took $1. They probably was laughing in that corporate office. I would have been laughing too. Like, are you serious?
Damon Hinckley said he wish he drank coffee. I don't drink it either, but if I had a coffee shop like that, I would.
You know what? They got some of our folks so messed up in the head. I'm gonna tell you how messed up some of our folks could be. And it was a sister that I know. She was a few years older than me, and she was upset because they was talking. Throughout our life, they have talked about us getting reparations, and she was more worried about how white people would look at us like we money hungry and all of this type of stuff like that. You got black folks that are so worried about how something look.
Auntie, I love you. You done forgot we already solved that problem. They don't get nothing. Next.
But what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. I'm going back to the Starbucks thing. So they didn't put upon their heart behind the scenes these $2, $1 fools and stuff.
That's true.
That this will ruin the company. I don't give a damn about your company.
That's the truth. Because them niggas was coming out acting like they was scared. They said all we want is to be a teaching. I said teaching. Yeah, ain't nothing more teaching than breaking a nigga and never making them ever being able to do it again. All they asked for was $1 a piece and some classes for entrepreneurship. They was like, sure, and we'll do desensitivity classes.
I gotta go look and see. What kind of progress did you make? Oh, Oxyman, you in your mama's basement, huh?
What type of progress they make? Them dudes is the ones that sold Oxyman the Commodore computer.
There you go.
These motherfuckers settle for $1 and they so broke. These niggas is on eBay right now selling Beanie Babies.
Yeah, I wonder even like right now in that particular community, how was it benefit? I wouldn't even be surprised if that in that area where that happened, that Starbucks is even closed down, because this is what they'll do when they talk about put something back in the community. Because I have seen it, and I know many have seen it with our own eyes. What they'll do is have a big ass barbecue or something like that, and their barbecue is hamburgers and hot dogs, or give away some t-shirts in the neighborhood or some turkeys during the holidays and all of that, and they didn't put money back in the community, or go to a recreation center and refurbish the gym and all of that kind of stuff. We don't need the damn gym.
That ain't the truth, though, about the hamburger.
Real fast.
They don't give us hamburger.
Hold on, y'all. Daniel Jones, thank you for the super sticker. But yeah, I mean, I don't care what these people lose.
Right. We've been on the losing end forever. Now it is time for you to feel the burn too.
You know, when they,
and it's so crazy because they love to talk about how oppressed they are. I said you about to get a taste of it right now.
You know what? And then and I know LVZ gonna break this one down too. When these wealthy motherfuckers are talking about they losing out on something, okay, like with Starbucks, okay, 400 of they shops are gonna be coffee shops are gonna be closed down, but they still got let's say 50 million in the bank, but they say they losing. That's how they looking at that. Well, I'm not, I don't have 100 million now. I got 50 million.
Yeah.
You remember when John Schnatter took a dent into his fortune after them comments he made, with Papa Johnson and everything like that. I swear that man cried tattooed tears when he took a dent to his wealth. He took a huge hit. For him, that was a big hit. And he never recovered from that.
It's gonna be
he sold it to Shaq.
It's gonna be an even bigger hit for him because his ass is going through a divorce now.
Yep.
Yeah, he sold his shit to Shaq.
What's so crazy about it? When they crying about getting hit and all that stuff, they still got millions in the bank. So they're so disingenuous. Because I want that. If you that upset, well, just give us the rest of that money that you got, the millions in the bank, and then you got a real legitimate reason to cry. Opposed to a black business that take a hit. When a black business take a hit, they don't have no motherfucking money.
Nah, but see, that's the difference, Sherrod. Like you told me, that you right. I am gonna break it down because that's the difference. When a black person takes a hit, it's a hit to them overall. That means that'll affect your house, that'll affect this, that affects your whole bottom line. When white people say they took a hit, that means their profit took a hit. In other words, I made 8 million in profit last year. I made 6 million this year. I took a $2 million hit. That's what they do. Now, either way, you still made more than everybody else. But that's how them greedy bastards work.
And look, LPZ, and that's not all, because they also have something called an inheritance, right?
Facts. They're stolen from us.
Exactly.
And another thing, True Raw, what is hamburger, Auntie?
Hamburger?
Yeah, what is hamburger? It's like good choice cuts of meat that you put through a grinder, you grind, and then it'll make a hamburger. You pat it together, right, and put it on a grill, make a hamburger, right? White folks ain't never did that for us. They give us beef patties and fries.
I know what you're talking about. I know them old frozen processed beef patties.
Right, I'm about to say, Auntie, you know damn well when they have a cookout for us, they don't give us no hamburgers. They give us some processed shit called beef patties that look like brown hockey pucks, and they throw them motherfuckers on the grill.
You know what, LVZ, you're absolutely right, because what they do is it got a lot of fat content. They put binders and fillers and some dye, and then when you put that motherfucker on the grill, It might that patty might be the size of your hand. But when you put that bitch on the grill, it might be the size of your son's hand. That sucker shrivel up so quick.
Don't drip no juice, no nothing. When you put a real hamburger on the grill, it drips. You like, hold up. That's that. Yeah, they don't do that. That's what only reason I said that. I was laughing when you said they did cookouts. They give us hamburgers or hot dogs. I was like, well, no, they give us beef patties.
When we have cookouts, the hamburgers, the hot dogs, and links is the appetizer. We ain't hit the chicken in the ribs yet and stuff, but that's their form of barbecuing and stuff.
No, when they do now, you forgot, Sherrod. Come on now, you forgot the one thing. They do have one thing they will grill too. Other than their barbecue is hamburgers, hot dogs, and raw steak. Raw steak. Got to tell me they don't.
Raw steak is called steak tartare.
But when I say raw steak, it really be raw. They throw it on the grill, sear both sides, and then say, "Hey, it's done. I'm finished grilling." No, motherfucker, that shit still oozing blood.
Right.
And like don't forget about the side dishes. Don't forget about the side dish with the potato salad.
They gonna fuck up the potato salad. You know that? Black folks don't play that stuff.
That's Lisa shit. That raisin potato salad. Look, Lisa, cranberry almond coleslaw. Get this bullshit.
You know how it is in our families. We designate stuff. We got that one person that can make them beans that's on point and all of that. That other one that can make that potato salad. We got designated people. You don't even have to tell them. You know what dish to bring. Don't fuck up. Man,
I just seen that shit though, True. They had cranberry almond coleslaw. I said, you ought to throw that shit on the side of the wall. That shit look horrible.
I'm gonna tell you one of the meals that they pride themselves on, LBZ, pork chops and applesauce.
Yeah, I heard it. Homer Simpson was talking about that. I said, when do you eat that shit? That fucked me up. When do you eat that? I ain't never pulled applesauce out at dinner time.
Man, when I heard it too, I reacted like you. I said, "What the fuck? Pork chops and applesauce." And on one occasion, I did see it at a restaurant on a menu, and I was like, "Oh, that person wasn't lying." That sounds so crazy to me, but to actually see it in real time, pork chops and applesauce.
Look at Lord Maul, mac and cheese and peaches and shit, making all types of dumb shit.
If you watch the mac and cheese commercials and stuff, you'll see them. They'll have a plate of mac and cheese and then a little tiny salad and nothing else. So they seeing out of that box.
That's a Karen meal.
You're right about that. But out that box, they considering that pot of cheese, because that pot of cheese in that box, that's a meal that has no nutritional value at all.
Hey, what we gonna fix you? I'm gonna make up a restaurant called Karen's. Karen's Special. What you want the Karen Special? What's that? Box macaroni and cheese.
Box macaroni, runny potato salad, and then they always try to come off like they so different. You ever tripped off of what white people have in their basket when they go to the store, and they'll spend a fortune and can barely fill up a bag.
Hey, hey, they be buying. Look, I did an Instacart one day. I said, you can tell you do Instacart. You're like, this white people. How you know? Cause why the fuck is you buying all these bamboo shoots and sprouts and motherfucking palm tree leaves and shit? What? And let me tell you, this is the shit. This is the Karen Special. Karen always got to buy some Beyond Meat, some meatless hot dogs, meatless hamburgers. You stupid bitch. You mean to tell me in my hamburger, all I got is ground up cow? In your motherfucking meatless burger, you got processed this, processed that, and got the nerve to say, I don't like processed food. You a moron.
Yeah. Demetrius Flag, thank you for the super chat. Deviled eggs and casserole.
Lord, But if you pay attention, they'll get a lot of pre-made shit. I seen a white girl in the store. They already had it all wrapped up where you can make fajitas, and it got the onions, the bell pepper chopped up, the meat chopped up, and then wrapped in the pack. Them motherfuckers is lazy. That's why the businesses that are thriving are the delivery services. They still wanted that food delivered to them and stuff. They don't like to pull up their sleeves and cook.
Mm-hmm. I've done an import order one time, and I went to a high-end market. Man, these people ordered at least two bags full of food. Talking about $400, man. Almost hit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
no.
I can go to Safeway and buy all this shit over here for that, for half the
I'm
price.
about to say I can get everything I just got for cheaper. Why would whatever, and you go buy that shit, bring it to their dumb ass, and the house smell like lettuce. You like, ain't nobody even cooking this bitch. Look, no, Lisa, y'all stop laughing. No, fuck that. White people, y'all stop laughing, y'all. I'm sure white people.
That's Karen shopping. That's all that
Right.
is.
I'm sick of this shit. I get to y'all house and y'all cooking and I don't smell nothing. When you getting black people, you getting there. If True Raw is cooking some cornbread, the niggas down the street know it. They smell that shit. When Lisa baking a pie, she got homeless people laying out in front.
Hey, Lisa and Troy, I got a question for you both. When you are making your dishes and you're adding ingredients, do you allow the ancestors to just guide your hands as you put a dash of this and a dash of that in your recipes?
I don't even know how to. I cook on emotions. I don't even measure anything. I didn't cook so long. And you're right, LVZ. One thing that my family will get me up to make is buttermilk cornbread, because I put it in one of those huge cast iron skillets. And I mean, I got a big one, because they're gonna eat it. They're gonna eat it up that day and stuff. And then Mr. Santana don't make it better. He be out there barbecuing damn near every day.
But look, let me tell you something. Watch this. I don't be barbecuing. Motherfucking birds come down and try to steal ribs. They be even committing motherfucking. They commit. What is that? Cannibalism. I seen a bird one day. Unc was grilling a bird, stole a chicken leg right off the jump and committing cannibalism right up in his motherfucking nest. When white people grill, you know what you smell? Charcoal. That's all the fuck you smell. You smell charcoal.
Let me tell you, the dogs and cats are suffering that live with them.
Right.
Because Karen ain't gonna do nothing but take you out to Central Park and choke you out.
Right.
Oh my goodness. No, you're right.
I'm trying to tell you. No smell. You get up, pull up to their house. When you do an Issachar to a black house, you like, oh, they cooking spaghetti. You can smell it in the hallways and shit. You get up to LVZ, I just like LVZ barbecue and chicken.
That poor dog was looking over at that black man and said, "Please don't make her put me on a leash."
I'm so glad they got that dog away from that deranged bitch. But
no, she got it back.
She got it back.
They gave her the dog back.
Ooh.
And I bet you if you go to that bitch house right now, it smell like she boiling croutons. It don't smell like nothing in that house.
I believe
she might be boiling the dog.
Oh, there you go.
She was choking that dog. She was choking that damn dog out. But you right, LVZ. You know what it made me think of? Yeah, it brought something back to my childhood. I can remember being knocked out, and my mama then got up 2 or 3 in the morning, and she decided to cook some breakfast.
Cook something.
Yeah, and I remember, and she would make them homemade buttermilk biscuits. Will wake your ass up in the middle of the night. Now that's.
I mean, just like I say, it's somebody. We always got smells. They don't never house smell like cabbage, just raw cabbage. It smell like soil in here. What are y'all doing? Cook something. They cooking this shit. They putting all types of bushes and trees. Man, cut you some garlic up and shit.
That's right. Oh my goodness. You right about that.
They putting bushes and you like, God damn, what is all
Now they
this?
putting lawn clippings in there.
Yeah, there you go. All the shit left out the lawn bag. You like, what is this?
Yeah, you'll see them going in the yards, picking up sticks and leaves and stuff.
Right. Talk about I'm marinating this. Nigga, that's wood. Yeah, I marinated it with mesquite. No, that's wood.
You know the reason why they pull that shit? Kind of come off like they so conscious, you know, and their palate is so different from everybody else's. But when you really pull back the real layers, look at all these fast food restaurants. Who's the number one fast food king out there? Their leader, Trump. That motherfucker loves fast food. He don't have no etiquette at all. Do you got some of the finest chefs in the world working at the White House? No, I'm going to McDonald's. You know. And then Trump got an answer for everything, because you know they criticize him going to McDonald's all the time, and he's worried about being poisoned. And he said, "Well, the reason why I eat there, they don't know I'm coming, and the chances of me getting poisoned is low." No, Trump, you like that shit. That's what your palate is. You trailer park material, straight up.
Facts. That tells us, family, that they got no kind of creativity.
Yeah, but he got chefs at the White House.
Mm-hmm.
So you prefer that junk over your chef making you something?
Right.
I still never forget when he served all those college basketball players McDeath when they came to the White House. Like they literally, and the thing is, they literally had the people who was working there carry it out on those platters like it was some kind of a feast underneath that tray.
I wouldn't even have showed up.
Sitting up there for hours, LVZ, cold fast food. Think about
it. The only difference was it was wrapped in a presidential wrap. If you don't eat ass, that's the same cancer causing meat in that. You gave me a $2 burger. I won the national championship, and you gave me a $2 burger. You cheap son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That show you cheap don't got no class. Trump don't have no type of class at all. When they first got in that White House, one of the first thing they did was attack Michelle Obama's garden, because you know Barack and Michelle, they vegans. He went straight in there attacking that garden.
That nigga said that was a terrorist garden. He said they was growing bombs. He said it was a terrorist garden. They was growing bombs.
Oh Lord!
How do you grow bombs? They're growing bombs, and you're growing bombs. What?
Yeah, really.
I'm you know, it's so crazy. I'm actually curious to see what's going to happen this upcoming weekend at his little whatever.
It didn't happen. They canceled it.
It's gonna be June 20th, not the 19th.
Yeah, they canceled it.
You know what I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna be like. I'm cracking heads, but I love you niggas. It's gonna be a bunch of mixed messages. They said Stephen Miller gonna write it. He gonna talk about how you can't be calling people bigots, and that law and order must be restored to the streets, and how he did more for the black community than anybody, and y'all should listen to him. That's the speech gonna be. We know what it's gonna be. Really, it is redundant whether he speak or not. Hey, look, the Peckerwood doing what he do. He deviling once again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And motherfucking white folk, this is the indictment on y'all right here. You motherfuckers are so cruddy that y'all put in place where y'all gotta pick. The best option is a white supremacist who thought of the crime bill to get black people in this situation, or you gotta pick the white supremacists that done took us back to the 60s. That's the only two options y'all got left, and that's what y'all chose. Now, right now, I didn't even support Bernie the bigot Sanders, but if I was a white person, it would be in my best interest to vote for him, because right now you could really use Medicare for all, since all your grandparents dying in them healthcare centers. You could really use it. And right now, you could probably really use a president who was talking about socialism, which means he was going to divvy up the money and put you in a situation where after this pandemic, nah, I'm not going to let them raise your rent. I'm not going to let them do this. He was going to do that for you, white people. But now you don't put yourself in a position where you're going to pick a white dude who's going to go back to business as usual, which was business as usual before Donald Trump, or you're going to pick Donald Trump again. So this is an indictment on y'all. That's why I'm telling black people they shouldn't be marching with y'all at all.
Yeah.
That's what voting against your own interests will do.
Exactly. You put in a place where none of your interests, you either gotta be an extreme white supremacist or a softcore white supremacist. Either way, black people ain't ride with near one of them. You put yourself in this situation, white people.
Yeah, they sure did. They sure did. So they got their own internal wars because they coins is really fucked up.
Oh yeah. Life ain't the same.
I bet they wish they could create a time machine right now and go back to before March.
I saw a Facebook post, Tori, and this is the best Facebook post I ever saw. It was so hilarious. My man said, shit, if you told me 3 years ago when Donald Trump was elected, I see people riding in the streets, police precincts on fire, and it'd be a disease spreading the world, spreading through the country, about to kill us all, and most of us would be out of work. I go, yeah, I can see it.
Man, you couldn't have wrote a better script, BZ.
The thing is, I called this right after he got elected. I said,
that's
y'all
what
gonna
he
regret
said.
Voting. Y'all gonna. I said, y'all gonna vote. Y'all gonna regret voting for this man. I said, y'all not gonna see it today. Y'all won't see it tomorrow, next week. But it's y'all eventually gonna see it. They seeing it now. They started to see it before this, but they really see it now. They're just trying to save face.
Look at the timing of it. The last year of his presidency, we're literally down to months. You know, because look, just before everything hit, at the end, almost at the end of February, okay, the impeachment hearings was over. Trump, you know, he loved the gloat, so he all back on that Twitter. And remember, Roger Stone was in the news heavily. We don't even hear nothing about Roger Stone's anymore. He was all up in Roger Stone's business because he didn't want his partner to get any time and stuff. And then that corona creeped in, and then he started wigging. It's only 15 people that got it. It's just gonna go away and everything like that.
Yeah, well, see, now that's why Roger Stone ain't relevant no more, because it didn't turn out the way Trump said.
You don't, like I said, it blew his mind because he called it he calls it the enemy. And so I it's just like, damn, you know, you're looking at this in real time. Okay, so corona hit real strong, and then now they talking about, okay, we're gonna start opening up the country. Next thing you know, they kill a black man and folks hit the street. I'm like, I said, Lisa said it, we wasn't coming back together no more. This shit is real. This shit is real.
Yep. And remember how I kept screaming and preaching at the beginning of the COVID that the big thing we got worried about is race riots broke out in 1919 when the Spanish flu came. And look, 100 years later, look what broke out right in the middle of the COVID-19 race problem.
Yep, so, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
I'm telling y'all,
all because they tried to keep stuff hidden.
This is something that they've been asking for. Eventually, they was gonna butt heads. They boxed themselves in a corner. They've been putting all these they've been doing all this softcore bullshit, quiet racist shit, and it just was the right time. This just was the right time for everything. It was a time for the disease, like all y'all said, the virus put everybody in a position where they ain't got nothing else to do. So voicing their opinion about this shit is they can come out in mass. And when people ain't got shit to do and they ain't got no money, man, people start resorting to desperate measures. You even see Pecker Woods broker than a motherfucker. No, they ain't working. No, you can't afford that.
Thank you for saying that, because Y'all don't realize many of them are now at the bottom, right along with black folk now.
Right.
Many of them,
Lisa.
they are at rock bottom with us.
And they don't know how to adapt to they environment. You know, they don't know how to stretch a meal or anything like that. We that's why I was saying long ago, I could see even when they so-called say we were out of slavery, I said they fattening themselves up for the kill. They literally are doing that. You know, they with their greed. With their greed, they did it to their damn selves.
Well, they wanted a capitalistic system where everything was all about money, and now, hey, this is what you got. Now
they realize it, and now the so-called and now they getting their wake-up call too, because they now realize they were on the outside the entire time, and that the establishment doesn't care about them either.
Don't.
Yeah, they starting to realize that capitalism ain't really about money. It's about the root word, capitalizing,
right,
on somebody else. You can't have we don't got black slaves no more. Now we're gonna make sure everybody a little bit of a slave.
And the thing is, they weren't anticipating that. See, it's just like we always said all along, many of us, that they built their entire foundation off of another group of people. So this is why it collapsed so quickly.
Exactly.
Foundation.
You don't got free labor no more. You can't force motherfuckers to do nothing no more. So now that that's happening, you don't make the money. Now you got to figure out ways to swindle your way.
Yeah,
and
well, I was laughing, LVZ. I was looking at some of the alt-right videos, right? And one of the guys said, we'll have this taken care of in 1 hour. Let's just go out on the streets with our rifles. I said, first of all, if people were scared to be out on the street with people with weapons, wouldn't they be afraid to be around the cops?
They got more weapons than you.
They don't need you to be on the streets. I said that doesn't scare anybody, just like it does not scare anybody. I mean, even if you went out there with your weapon, you sure can't kill them all.
But Lisa, this is proof. Look, but this is more proof to what I'm about to say. If you needed more proof, black people, the white folks ain't got nothing to do, and they losing their mind, going broke, thinking of anything to do. You need look no further than these two incidents. A man a cracker getting knocked unconscious with a sword and stomped the fuck out. And a cracker with no damn money jumping out with a crossbow in the middle of Utah, where it's mostly white people, and getting the shit whooped out of him by mostly white people.
Yeah.
And then getting his car set on fire, go to jail.
And they flipped the shit over too.
Hey, and you went to jail. So you lost every day. You dumb motherfucker. Just because you mad, you can't go. And the only reason he was out there because he couldn't go back to work.
Yeah. Not only that, he couldn't have a gun out there because his ass was an ex-con.
See?
That's why he had that bow and arrow.
So if you need to look no further than these motherfuckers is cracking up and losing their mind, look at that. That's why I tell people when they talk, look, Jeff Dream Chase sent me a joint. His wife is saying some shit because she a lawyer, where FBI was sending out an unclassified shit talking about they looking for groups called Fuck 12 and ACAB. All cops are bastards. I said, that ain't nothing but some white groups they made up. Yesterday, right? I'm looking, and it's a fucking protest in Atlanta. I see black people out there, and they holding the signs that say Black Lives Matter. I see some brother had one that said Wake Up Israel, and I seen other things that were pertinent to what we say. All of a sudden in the background, I see one little yellow sign that say ACAB. And I go, oh, and I pause it. And I showed on that video, it's a white guy holding that. Torian saw it. I saw him comment on it.
Yeah, I saw it. And I didn't, to be honest, I didn't know what ACAB stood for until I looked it up and then saw what group that phrase came from. Because they said the other one that you could look for when it comes to that is the numbers 1312. which stands for A for being the first letter, C and being the third letter, A being the first letter, and B being the second letter. 1312.
Yeah.
They said that basically it was started by skinheads.
See? And that's what I'm telling people. That is who in the middle of the crowd, which y'all just talk about, fuck the police. That's why I said, don't get caught up in this. This is just about the police brutality in George Floyd.
Yeah, I saw one. I don't know what state it was, but when I was looking at one of the videos, you could see those look like those militia guys standing on the side with these high power rifles, and I said, you can't do nothing but stand there.
Right.
Take a crowd. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of stupid that they're showing up, but I guess they think that's intimidating people.
Yeah, that goes back to they deputize themselves and they feel like they are a part of the police force.
Did that system stop COVID from taking down your country?
No.
Did that weapon did it stop it from spreading? Because it's spreading still rapidly in the country. So what is that gun gonna do?
That's all they got left at the end of the day.
I mean, seriously, what does that mean? Did you destroy the virus with it?
Yeah.
You know what they're going to do with it. What do they do best with it? Come on, y'all. Look, I'm going to go ahead and say it like I said to Moist Mike. Ain't nobody worried about y'all with a gun. Get all the bullets you want. At the end of the day, you're going to turn it on yourself after you shoot a bunch of people that look just like you.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest for real.
Did y'all see that video that crazy Karen chick with the hammer?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Just going around, and then when she got to, I don't know what the woman, I don't know if she was black or otherwise, but when she got to her, she held her by her hair and was telling her about herself. But the funniest part was when she pushed her into that bush.
When she threw her in the bushes, that shit had me dying. Now I hope she was uppercutting her before she had her by the head before they started recording. Cause just holding her by the head and slamming her in the bushes was not enough. So I'm hoping that bitch caught plenty uppercuts. Cause that lady had a hammer and then she tried to water hose him.
Damn.
Yeah.
I haven't.
That's when she got her ass. Cause the lady said, "Drop this motherfucker water hose." That's how she had her by the. I said, "Oh, this bitch was trying to hose him."
Oh, I gotta see that video. I haven't seen it.
This trailer trash so retarded. This bitch had a garden hose. What is a garden? White people.
That's what I'm saying.
You see what I mean, Lisa? You see, Lisa?
In Utah, that showed up with the bow and arrow, talking about he was there to protect the cops.
Right. You got a bow and arrow with
they need a guy with a bow and arrow to protect them.
Right. And then this bitch, I'm gonna do you like the civil rights. I'm gonna spray you with the water hose. Bitch, they wasn't using a garden hose. You don't got no kind of.
Oh, damn. That's so sad.
She looked like she was on that stuff though, for real.
She had Torian. The bitch pulled out a garden hose and she had two hammers, dropped them and pulled out a garden hose like this was the civil rights time. Like she got enough water pressure. I said, what was this bitch gonna do? Fill up a baby pool or put out a slip and slide? Why does she have a water hose on?
Ain't that something? I guess all that was left, she just didn't get her dog unchained from the backyard. And
right, she was gonna unchain her poodle. I know what I'm gonna do to you, nigger. Why they always say it like that? Nigger. They always do that. That shit. I'll punch you right there. You nip, bang, right in the middle of that jump when they humming that shit.
Did y'all see that video on Water Sniper's channel? That white boy said to that brother in the military that he was gonna fuck his mom, and the brother slapped him.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And he slapped the taste out of his ass. Oh.
Yeah, it was a Chinese military that got slapped up.
Man, that slap was so sweet.
Mm-hmm. Sounded like he was giving birth.
It show you how weak they is, that he didn't even hit him with his fist. He just slapped him and knocked
You
him
see
down.
how that whatever lady, that lady did say Black Lives Matter, bitch. I thought she was Latino. Phil said she was Native American on her channel. Whatever the lady was, the lady said Black Lives Matter, bitch. Fuck you. And the white bitch came in her face. She slapped the shit out. That bitch went, oh, and ran out the door.
Oh, the gas station
She was
incident.
like, oh my God. Oh my God. She had to readjust her glasses.
That lady, that's what we need. Huh?
Remember that video from last year where that sister walked up on that white lady and saying you've been very rude, cussing around my children and stuff, and then the white woman came after her, and and she had her white friend was with her, and that sister beat her ass, and her friend stood there, and if you keep looking at the video down the street, it was a white boy. He just went in the house, and then the white woman, she sat there. She tried to muster up some tears, and you could just feel what she was going through. She wanted to call 911, and she was in a lose-lose situation and stuff, and she was just sitting, and reality had just all came in all at once. I said, see, that's the truth right there. That's the truth. Because these days is pretty much over with for these white folks calling to get rescued. I mean, they do so much. They do. See, this is how they fuck themselves. They do shit so much that even their own eventually have to put something in place saying, if you make too many of these damn calls, you're gonna be fine, or this or that happen. That's why the shit is popping off in the streets right now. They doing it to themselves. You can't keep your fucking hands off of us. You want to continue to keep killing us and stuff, and then it resorts to this. So you're doing it to yourself at the end of the day.
Remember that brother down there in Georgia slapped that white lady for spitting on her?
Oh yeah, that was sweet. I remember that. I kept playing that over and over. Oh yeah.
He said, you got the shit slapped out you too. I just spit on you. You just got the shit knocked out you too.
And it's like, okay, yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's all your ass got left.
That's why brothers, I keep saying, brothers, see, this is why black love is important. If you keep a strong, real sister by your side and Karen runs up on you, she ain't gonna sit there recording. She gonna lay hands on that bitch.
Sure will.
You sure will. I'll beat that bitch ass.
Drag that bitch all over the park.
Yeah, because you're right, because I've yet to see a Karen go at another, I guess you can say, pseudo Karen, and that pseudo Karen doesn't do anything back to her. Now, if Karen goes after anybody else, that's a wrap.
Yep.
That's why I'm trying to say, Karen. That's why the sisters got to start stepping up. Look, sisters, stop recording this shit of these white bitches getting there. If they got a man with you, if they got a man with her, start recording. But if they ain't got no man, it's just you, some old white bitch. It's you and your man, and it's a white bitch and her man. Your man better not be sitting in no car like no bitch, baby. Come on, just let's go. No, you fire that nigga if that's what he doing. Cause what you do is you get out and you drag that old bitch around the parking lot, and that nigga supposed to have your back knocking out anything that come near you while you drag that bitch around the parking lot. Then y'all pull the fuck off.
Hey man,
you gonna get that motherfucker work. If you a lady with me, you better get that bitch that work.
Yeah, that the bottom line is everything don't turn out so well for them when they mess with us. You know, I've seen many instances where they attempted to do something and it just backfired on them.
Right. And they know the ones to try that too. Just like the lady called Bun B wife with nigga, and Bun B wife, she called the police on Bun B and them, so they kept it cool. The Bun B wife caught that bitch in the Walmart. Like, what you say, bitch? And bitch started running away. See, now that's because it was caught on camera. She couldn't lay hands, feet, and elbows on that mother. Don't catch that shit on camera first. When that bitch call you niggas and she threaten you and all that shit, you get that on camera, cut the camera off, drag that bitch around the corner. And black men, you are not a man if you ain't knocking out anything that's trying to stop your woman. Ain't none of y'all niggas touching my lady. I'll stop her before she kill this bitch. Trust me. You're gonna have to trust. That's how you got to act. Ain't none of you niggas touching my lady. I will kill anybody try to get close to her. She gonna fuck this bitch up, and this bitch gonna know not to say nothing out the way or sideways to a black cat, yet let alone a black person.
Did you see the one with that Karen that got mad because these kids was riding around in a toy car claiming they didn't have a license?
I've seen the thumbnail, but I didn't click on it, so I didn't see the video.
I gotta push that bitch down, bitch,
and ran her over with that Hot Wheel, with that 3-wheel, that 4-wheel, whatever it was. She would have skid marks on her face.
Right, I thought about that. I said, how you gonna complain about kids in a park? Isn't that what they're supposed to do? They're supposed to play.
Yeah, all they do is go around police and shit. You know?
It's a white. I saw a white lady cop complaining about Karen, calling her about some kids. She's like, God damn, Karen, I ain't know it was that serious. You ain't got nothing better to do. The kids are playing. What you want me to do? Lock up some
in school now. What do you want them to do?
You know what's so crazy? If you go on the YouTube and just type the name Karen in there, it's a whole bunch of compilation videos just featuring them going off for absolutely nothing. Like, I'm talking about, people have literally compiled videos of encounters that they have had with Karen, and it's like they are very recent. Like, they all from this year, and it's a lot of them.
Yeah, somebody was asking me, well, where did that Karen come from? Their own man.
Yeah.
Actually, you know, I actually know where it came from. I know where it came from. It came from that SNL skit 2 years ago. If y'all remember, when they had Chadwick Boseman on there and they was doing like the Hood Jeopardy, and they was talking, like they was giving the responses, and he brought up the potato salad with raisins in it. He said, I bet you the woman's name is Karen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
that's where it actually started at. But when it started to go mainstream, when white feminists made it where they said that Karen is a slur, and then white men took it and ran with it, and then that's why we are here now. And then that's when they basically their Karen is basically the white woman version of a Shaniqua.
Yeah, yeah, and the thing is, you know, some of them hated so bad. I had one come to my channel and said, "Why did the name got to be Karen?" and my subscribers, being the people that they are, doubled down on her ass. I like Karen. Why we got to use it? I like Karen.
He said, "Why the name got to be Karen? Because y'all don't be caring about who the fuck y'all be calling the police on."
No, I saw a video where I saw this one video where it was this one white lady on there, and she was going at it too. Now, I will say this: the Karen, she doesn't discriminate for who she goes after. As I've seen lately, she literally goes and attacks any and everybody she feels is offending her, and that's anybody, even though we know who her
white feminism, offending her white feminism.
But what was so funny about the video is, like, she was trying to go at these two white guys that was in a car or something like that. She actually got out of her car and started to go at them. And when the white guy called her Karen, he's like, "Okay, Karen." She's like, "My name is not Karen."
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it's about offending their white feminism. And it's funny, they did it to themselves, Tori, and you said it. White men took it and ran with it. When the bitch went on the internet
when they were doing it.
Right, when the bitch went on the internet and said that, white men start saying, yeah, another Karen trying to take her privilege, and start whining about it. Karen, go sit your ass down. I said, damn, this all white people telling her to sit down. And then there was some white women going. I said, oh, white people, well, I'm going to stay out of this. This is a white incident.
Mm-hmm.
For real, I stayed out of it on Twitter. I laughed my ass off reading the comment, giggling, looking at the faces like, this is the weird. I don't know how to feel about this. This is weird. And then I started noticing we all start calling them Karens and shit. And I said, well, that's cool. I call them Karens.
And the thing is, she goes in stages. It's almost like she's a Pokemon. She evolves. So it's like when she starts off as a child, she's more like a Hannah. Then when she gets to teenage years, she turns into like maybe a Heather. Then when she gets to her 20s, she's Becky. When she's like middle age, knocking on maybe AARP, she's Karen. But when she gets old, that's when she's like Gertrude. So she's like a Pokemon. Gertrude. She goes through levels.
Mm-hmm. When she becomes
every level Gretchen, gets worse as she gets older.
When she comes to Gretchen, you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
When that bitch
and ironically, there are some Gretchens out there. One of them used to work for Fox News.
Yep, sure do. That's what I was thinking of too. That bitch is horrible looking. She look like her name, don't she? That Gretchen. Get that woman toe up.
Wow. I tell you, y'all, if nothing else, what a hell of a year 2020 has been.
And it just
it's only June.
It's only June.
And only June.
We're only
halfway through.
I know it's been. I mean, and it's been moving rapidly too. The stuff that's been going on. It's like whoa. Well, every day. I mean, I have to say this: since Trump been in office, it ain't been one boring day.
No. Mm-hmm. Before it was him. Watching him was like watching a damn soap opera.
Right. I said that shit the other day. I said, you never seen so much coverage of a moron in your life. I said, Barack Obama was a fucking, Harvard or whatever graduate, magna cum laude. They never covered his speeches this damn much. And some of the shit he was saying actually made sense. Mm-hmm. Whether I agree with it or not, at least the nigga made sense. That's how low the bar has gotten. At least they make sense.
Yeah, because Trump, whoa, man, what?
You don't know what's gonna show up. Mm-hmm. You know, there's so many Trump moments, and I mean, we all got our favorites. My favorite is the bleach. I ain't gonna let that go, and the bunker boy. And I wore his ass out the other day on that bunker boy. I had a ball. I had him shitting on himself and all of that.
But on Twitter, that's what they said. He was hashtag bunker boy and hashtag bunker bitch. So
he probably like, as long as I got some Wi-Fi down there so I can tweet, it don't matter what you call me.
Right. No, he said he was down there for a teeny inspection. That's what he said.
Lisa, did y'all see? So I'm watching Joe Scarborough. I had to bring this up real quick. So Joe Scarborough was talking about the Republicans not really having no real legislation that's going after police accountability, right? He said, this is not going to solve all the people out in the streets. And he said, what's going on was holding up the bill. They told him basically Mitch McConnell. He said, oh, yeah, so it's Mitch McConnell, the champion of chokeholds. Okay. I bust out laughing, right? He said, well, let me say this to him. You think you was mad when I got people calling you Moscow Mitch? I'm about to, and it stuck pretty good. The kids were calling you that. He said, from now on, you're going to really hate it when your new nickname is Chokehold Mitch. And I started laughing. I thought that shit was so fun. That man, I'm kicked off of Twitter, Mocha Latte.
Yeah. Well, my favorite Trump moment is when he went over to do his summit with North Korea and Michael Cohen was testifying at home. And he's like, fuck this. And he got on the plane and came back home and didn't even finish the damn summit.
Oh, yeah. I said, oh, this dude, he can't.
One of my favorite ones was something that was very recent when he was signing some other document that he could just show off to Rob. I forgot what he was signing. He probably didn't even know what he was signing himself. And one of the reporters had said something to him, and he did the sister girl hand wave to him. You know, the one was like, get out. You know, the ones where you put your hand up and throw it down. I'm not even gonna lie. I said, as rude as that was, that made me laugh.
Yeah, he looked moist and shit too. She said, "Mr. President, what's going on about all the people who died from the?" That motherfucker waved his hand off this bitch.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think the second one was when he put a tweet out, and at the end of the tweet, he put "No more talk." Willie D drug his ass. He was like,
Right,
"Oh, no,
man, he stealing my shit.
No, that's mine."
Yeah,
Motherfucker,
my favorite.
This-
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Nah, go ahead, King Wade. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, my favorite Trump moment was when he was in front of the press and he was pretty much telling them that it's a Chinese virus.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember that. All them people was hot.
China.
Oh, they was hot. They was hot and stuff. Oh my goodness, some of the stuff.
Now,
But
of
you-
course, my favorite, of course, because y'all see the thumbnail. I got Lysol smoothies.
Yes,
But
yes.
but before then, it was my two favorites. The first one, when the motherfucker said Frederick Douglass has been doing some great things recently.
Hell yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I caught that one. Hey, y'all, do you remember when they asked him how come he looked so orange, and he said it was the lighting?
Yeah. From the tanning booth, motherfucker. Yeah. The lighting from the tanning booth.
Everybody in the room ain't orange.
Everybody ain't orange. Motherfucker, it's your lighting in the tanning booth. That motherfucker said Frederick Douglass he had been hearing great things about Frederick Douglass. He been doing that. I said, God damn.
I remember that.
He been dead like 200 years. What he been? God damn. Then
But I was loving when he was talking about the bleach, and he looked at that white woman, that doctor, and she looked like a deer in headlights. Like, oh,
look how she started rubbing her thumbs.
She was looking at him real crazy. And then Trump, he fucks himself up. You know how he always have his arms crossed. Now he in the Oval Office, and the reporters are coming at him about that little bleach statement and stuff. And he looks dead at this reporter, and he said, when I was being sarcastic when I said it, and I was looking right at you, and the reporter said I wasn't there. I said, oh shit, Trump, you always fucking up. Just fucking up big time. Bunker bitch. Boy, them people him. They got sick behind that. They got sick behind all that tear gas and shit. So he could make his little photo op because he don't want to look like he a punk. Trump, you look like a straight.
No, and the next one was just recently too, though, Terrell, when he had all them coons around him licking his boots.
Oh yeah,
telling him how great he is. I said, you look like a goddamn fool, cause don't nobody know none of these niggas you talk. It's like he got 12 niggas standing outside.
But those are the only ones he'll talk to. He ain't gonna talk to no other black people. He need coons.
Yeah.
You know what's so crazy too? When he was gonna have his thing on Juneteenth, and he said he moved it to the next. Oh my God!
LBC, what did LBC do? Oh, that was terrible. Oh,
God,
yeah, he went heavy on that orange makeup on his forehead, but then when you look at his hairline, you can see where it's pale.
Look at his
Yeah.
Trump. I know Melania. They was talking about this week about the prenup, because you know she can't wait to get away from that motherfucker. Oh, you know she can't wait. Ooh, Trump.
He the first nigga to get a mail order bride that gave him a prenup. What type of shit?
Mm-hmm.
How do the mail order bride? How do the 90-day fiance ask you for a prenup?
Right.
Trump.
That's sad.
Trump was desperate.
That's like the.
Trump was
That's
desperate.
like the prostitute giving you your money back. That's okay.
Shit.
I just won't stay in the hotel tonight.
Mm-hmm. She got a whole master plan, LVZ. They said that woman got her money tucked away and everything. Soon as Trump stepped out that office, divorce.
That's the craziest shit I said, God damn.
Before she would move to the White House, they had to negotiate their prenup. I said, that woman don't want him. She don't want him.
She can't wait to Dodge.
Donald Trump, first nigga that strippers give money back to. They give him dollars back. That's okay. Them bitches.
Well, you know what that what was her name? The one that was hooked up with Avenatti.
Stormy Daniels.
Yeah, she said Trump was lousy in bed.
I remember that.
Oh, put your shit in the straight.
Well, shit, like my man say, he was raw dog and porn star. So.
Yep.
Cracker running around raw dog.
He said all he did was just sit up and talk about his little raggedy ass daughter. He think that bitch is so smart. Oh, I like now you talking about. And remember when his daughter went overseas and some of them diplomats was glaring at her and rolling their eyes like, why she always here? You know? Because
they was only doing that because the bitch an airhead. Remember they said she got to a corner conversation. They had recorded it. And motherfuckers was looking at her like, what this bitch talking about? We wasn't even talking to you. We scientists and doctors. You just the idiot's daughter. With big ass teeth.
Business being there. I remember that. I think that was the G20 summit. It was only supposed to be world leaders in that room. And he had her in there. And it was like, you're not a world leader. That's why they were looking at her like that.
Yeah, they started looking at her like, bitch, if you don't get out of here. Like Miss Kim. Put that a big old sticker. This motherfucker here, boy. Ain't none of them motherfucking Trumps bright. All the motherfuckers inbred, stupid motherfucking Peckerwood.
And the son looks like he goes purging. He has a whole purge mask as a face.
Damn.
Yes, he does. Actually, both of them got a purge mask. You talk about the dopey one, Eric, that got the purge face. But the other one, he got the face that you just want to punch. Donald Trump Jr. He should cut that beard. He the guy like that Ted Cruz face. You look at him, you just know I hate this motherfucker. Right. he one of them motherfuckers you work with. Yeah, well, my dad, shut the fuck up. I beat the shit out you and your dad.
Wow.
Who was that? Lisa, you was telling me the other day Trump's son is dating now. Some chick you was telling me about, Lisa.
Oh, Don Jr. is dating the California governor's ex-wife. Yeah, that's the California governor's ex-wife.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, they dating leftovers.
Kimberly Doggwood didn't have a job. No, they're Fox fired, right? Ain't that her name? Kimberly Guilfoyle, ugly looking bitch, racist bitch. Yeah. That bitch said on TV that the reason that the Irish are celebrated because they ain't sitting in the street talking about Irish lives matter.
All right.
That's it. It's always these old plastic ass white bitches that got put together by 1,000 tons of syrup. Look at Donald, white as shit. That's really what he looked like. Casper looking Peckerwood. That's what he really looked like. That one on the far left.
And that hairstyle got to go.
Yeah, he's been rocking that shit since he was 18. That's that ocean spray cranberry look.
Damn, Boyd said he looked like a circus peanut.
Damn sure do.
Oh,
in that first picture, he looked like a black guy trying to be a white guy. That motherfucker looked like a black guy trying to be a white guy. God damn. Has his skin never seen the sun in that picture?
I know, right?
Then look, that's when he started going to the tanning booth, that second one. That third one when he got the apprentice job. And this fourth one is the motherfucker now. This is the metamorphosis of the asshole we know is Donald Trump.
Mhm.
Hey man, it's this white dude. That's what we need to talk about, Lisa. We're gonna talk about it in a sec. Watch. It was this white dude. I be watching this, watching some of his channel. Name, what's his name? Jesse Dollamore.
Mm-hmm.
And he did a joint on motherfucker Candace Owens, calling her a white supremacist and telling other white people why they assholes for following her. No black people really would follow her or should follow her, and how she's a white supremacist and how all white supremacists pay her to get her money, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, this is tight. Right after that, Dave Chappelle dropped the motherfucker.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I've seen.
Thank you, Miss Kim, for the super sticker. Thank you. And Metho Nelson, thank you for the super chat. Whatever sinister trick Stephen Miller was trying to pull on the black community backfired.
Yep.
Now the whole world knows about Juneteenth. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that Dave Chappelle episode that he just came out with, it was something serious. And it wasn't like he was trying to be.
I watched it last night.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was trying to be funny either. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't
He was
funny,
real
but
serious and mad about the shit.
That's what I explained to somebody before they
I
watched.
would like to know what Candace Owens thinks about what he said about her, considering she had put a tweet out last year praising him for his comedy special that he did and saying like how, you know, what she usually says and everything like that. I said, well, this tweet didn't age well now, did it? Because he went on her twice in his special.
Sure did.
That's the part. That's the part that gets me about that bitch. Where she'll sit up and say she praise people and condone what they do and stuff, and she's out here talking about she's been out here for years trying to teach us shit. I'm like, bitch, you just showed up. This girl act like she got life experience. She don't got no life experience with her emaciated looking ass. You know, since she got married, that bitch emaciated.
And she looked like she does. And she looked like she on that booger sugar.
Right. And for motherfuckers that and no shots out to T.I. None. LVZY. Because he called out Terry Crews and he called out Candace Owens. You know why I ain't giving T.I. a shout out? Because last year T.I. was at a motherfucking seminar with Candace Owens there. And instead of going, why are you even, he did call her out there, but he should have went. Hey man, why are you even here? You not even shit.
Yeah, but Killer Mike was the one that messed it all up.
Yeah, he
over there and started defending her.
Yeah, he had her cornered, LBZ. I know where you're coming from. He had her cornered, and she.
He did though, and then the Killer Mike. You right, Lisa. I did forget that. He can. Let's not all just jump on Candace. Yeah,
the bit because he had her where he had her where he wanted her, and that pissed me off. I've been done with Killer Mike since then because that was just one of the moments where I'm like, really, Negro, really? And she comes to black people and thinks she thinks she can just say any old thing. I'm telling you, when that bitch fall, she ain't gonna fully be able to.
I want her to have a fall like Troy. I want her to have a fall like your BFF.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Paris Denard.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
That was a memory right there. That was a memory right there. Remember when he had his great fall? Yeah. And me and you both went in. Me and you both went in on him.
Man,
I still remember it because that's what happened when it came out about Paris Denard allegedly sexual assault in these these multiple women when he was in college. And when you had made your video, I must have replayed that in marathon style like for an entire hour because you went in on it. You like I forgot what you said. You said, Paris, I didn't know you was about that life.
I found an emoji with his picture on there and it said Thug Life. And I was like, oh, you about that life. And he would get on CNN every day just going in, and he went in on this white guy, and you could see it hurt his feelings. And I said, shit, they had that. They already, CNN, Ben had them files on his ass. It was just a matter of time. And see, you see something consistent. All these coons that support Trump, when they get rid of them, do Trump go help them out?
Hell no.
No, Diamond and Silk were the last two to fall.
Mm-hmm.
They were the last two.
You know the other thing consistent? This motherfucker, if you didn't need to know that Trump's a moron, this motherfucker hire people he just see on TV. Kelly McEnany. That bitch was with Paris Denard when he first got in the office, screaming for Donald Trump. President Trump ain't racist, and she's saying the same shit. And they both end up with jobs. Scandal come out, he fired. All these motherfuckers was Larry Kudlow. He was on Fox News. President Trump's the greatest for the economy ever, holding his nuts. Now look at this motherfucker got a job. He hires you based off TV. If you come on TV and coon and kiss ass, that's why these motherfuckers end up with jobs.
Well, Trump don't read. All he do is watch TV all damn day. You know.
Yep, and eat McDonald's.
Right. Candace.
All right, well, yeah, but with Candace, her day is coming. No doubt about it.
I can't wait for it. Ooh, the countdown is good. I can't wait for it.
I'm paid.
Not one coon has survived in the media. Not one. Not one.
She's not paying attention to that. She think Candace really thinks she's smart. And to show you how out of tune Candace is with the black community, she can't even get a decent hairdresser to keep her fro right.
That's what I said. I told somebody last night. I bet you Candace Owens goes to the hairdresser where they put the foil in her hair.
They fucking her shit up big time. Somebody said I was petty talking about her hair. Her hair look fucked up. Shit.
No, her hair always look fucked. The bitch don't never had no new growth. She needs some of that Madam CJ Walker.
She don't even at least go to the Dominican.
No. And they don't know what to do with your shit. That's why I was saying, and we know Omarosa is ruthless, but you ever seen Omarosa out of place, dressed to the nine?
No, that bitch hair be Omarosa that bitch be dressed. I get that. The bitch looks good. Look, even Stacey Trash hair be okay, except when that Peckerwood called the police on, they locked her ass up and whipped on her ass.
You can tell they got into that fight right out of bed.
Right. Yeah.
I'm gonna guarantee something. Watch Stacey Jazz start popping up in them B movies. She didn't want to be a part of that, but her broke ass, she gonna be in one of them real ghetto ass movies. Cause ain't nobody calling her in. Her ass broke. She gonna have to do something. She played herself out. Oh, she played herself out.
I'm not even sure if the B movies are going to take her because if you listen to Lisa Ray, she was difficult on the set with a lot of people.
Oh, she was.
Yeah, very difficult on the set to work with. So I don't even know if the B movie.
She's just a bitch all the way around, huh?
B movie.
She probably think it's beneath her to be around certain people.
B movie.
You know what she doing in that house, Lisa? Around that white man. I know they divorced, and I bet you she got on a bib, not a bib. You know what the maids wear? Put around their waist, apron, and she probably got on an Ain't Your Mama do-rag. Come on, what?
You said B movie. Shit, last movie I seen, motherfucker, what's her name, Stacey Dash, and they was shooting that off an iPhone. That bitch in an iMovie.
Damn.
Niggas had 2 iPhones and a Samsung. We're gonna do a movie with Stacey Dash.
Don't Stacey Dash have a grown son? I bet you she living with him. She played herself out.
She got a grown son, and I think that son is with Christopher Williams back when she was with him.
Somebody done took that hoe in. Somebody done took her in. She done played herself out. You don't got nowhere to go. You didn't get no Fox money, no nothing. Just oh my goodness.
They gave that bitch. They said her paycheck at Fox was some KFC with extra macaroni and cheese, and her motherfucking healthcare package was an orange.
They gave first of all, what kind of divorces is she going through? This is divorce number 4. You mean to tell me you didn't get no alimony from no husband?
Hell no, the white man was rich. Hell no. The you remember the jeweler that she married? That Jewish blood diamond jeweler she married?
Yeah.
She married a blood diamond dude. She ain't getting no money. Man, shit. That motherfucker went back to this country, fuck Zuniga, and went back home.
that last guy she married, he was a dentist. He, that ain't no Hollywood money,
That motherfucker made grills.
Lisa, how long did it take for them to hook up when they met?
I think they only knew each other 10 days.
Damn. Ooh. I can say something.
Because Stacy broke than a motherfucker. That's why 10 days. All it took was 10 days.
Stacy wasn't looking for a husband. She was looking for a sponsor.
Right, a come up. He got that pussy in like 12. I'm sorry if your kids close. I know y'all ain't him. Used to be. He got that pussy in like 5 minutes. All he had to do was buy that hungry bitch a steak dinner.
That's cold.
From Fridays. He took the bitch to TGI Friday. She said, "Let's get married." That bitch ain't had to come up in a while.
They call them chicken box girls. Just buy them a box of chicken, get a $5 special. And we at Reno getting married. Talking about I do. They even got it now. You don't even have to get out the fucking car. You could just drive up to the Reno.
Drive-through wedding.
Lisa, I could marry Stacey Dash tomorrow. I take that bitch to Outback. She'll be all on my tape. Black Lives Matter. All that shit.
And that's the thing. You notice every time these coons get fired, like from Fox News or anything, you notice you never see them again resurface ever.
Ever.
You never see them again.
But see them cool.
That's what needs to happen to Candace.
Yeah.
I hope. I hope, because that's why I keep telling people. I was telling people on Facebook and shit, hey, y'all, stop posting shit about her. This bitch is a troll. The more air you give her, that's why when our sites, when Nicole View did her little video, she said, "This is my first and last, because this bitch a troll." I was like, amen. I feel you, Nicole. This bitch is a troll. She say that shit to get her some attention, to hook you in. And then them crackers could throw money at her because, she throws opinion out. Nah, Go get a hairdresser.
VZ, let's not forget this. She's under investigation by the FBI.
What?
That ain't gonna go away. You remember what she did with Andrew Gillum putting out the police report with him, freaky deaky and all of that. And when the FBI is investigating you, that don't go away.
Andrew Phillum.
Phillum?
Yeah.
I thought it was Phillum. Oh, okay.
That's what I call him.
Andrew Phillum.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's not, and they don't care nothing about his situation. They want to know, how did she get a hold of a police report, and then she puts that shit out on Twitter like that? I said, this bitch is foul.
Right.
I said, she's foul. And when she did that was a signal to the Republican Party that she doing her part and stuff. And they not on that right now. They got some other issues that they are dealing with. And see, that's where a coon always missed the mark. They don't fully understand the pulse of these white folks having white folks. And their main issue now is they coins. So they just not on that.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too, they was running so much interference for her when that had came out there. They was like, no, they had to put that stuff out there about him because of who he is. I said, y'all would not have cared who he was if he wasn't who he was.
Exactly.
That's just like the whole David Dorn situation they all trying to get up in arms because of who killed him. I said, I bet you if it was a white guy that killed David Dorn, y'all wouldn't have been saying nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
But when you get a hold of something personal like that and put that out, that's some serious business. They want to know who the hell is she hooked up with, where she's putting that kind of stuff out. And
yeah, because you can tell by the picture that was taken that when she put up on her Twitter account, it was taken on a phone. It wasn't like a screenshot. It was taken on the phone from a computer, and she put that onto her Twitter account hours before the official document went out. And it was like, how in the world did she get that?
Yeah. And that's what they concerned about. That I said she don't fully fathom what she has done. She's in a lot of trouble, but she's so flippant that she don't think nothing is going to happen to her. And just to prove to y'all what I'm talking about, now you see what GoFund did to her. Okay, that means to tell me that white people are paying attention to her movements.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch is moving, and stuff. So
yeah, she talked trash about George Floyd, and then she went out on GoFundMe to help a white supremacist.
Mm-hmm. I said they're gonna get that. They're gonna get that hoe. Ooh, they're gonna get that hoe.
She almost slipped last year with them Hitler comments.
Yeah, she did.
Yep, sure did. I heard a white boy.
I thought for sure that was gonna be the one that was gonna get her, but for some reason she was able to escape through the back door.
It's just a matter of time. We know how these things go.
Yeah.
And them white folks are laying the cut and let you hang yourself, because one thing that we do know about them, they will use you, but they will grow tired of you eventually.
Like somebody just said in the chat room, Professor Black Truth always said, white supremacy always breaks its tools.
Mm-hmm.
Always breaks its tools, and you are the biggest tool right now.
Does she still live in DC? Does she still live in DC?
Yeah, she lives somewhere here. We can't find this bitch. I can't find this bitch. I wish I could.
Her ass, I'll go to the store every day. She don't even cook.
Oh, she got that Karen act down to a T.
She does.
Don't she?
She damn sure does. They gave her white woman privilege right now, as long as she's saying that right shit. But again, like I say, all it's gonna take is just one slip up. Is she gonna slip up?
Yeah.
They always slip up.
Yeah.
She's not equipped, because she has put herself out there like that. She's not equipped. And see, Candace, she don't have nothing to do with her family or anything. She a money hungry bitch, and she don't care whose neck she cut to get that money. And when you in some stressful times, you want allies. The bitch ain't gonna have no allies.
And I'm glad you brought up the family shit. Let me say something. If she catch this,
one minute, Mark Stewart, thank you for the super sticker. Thank you. Go ahead, LVZ.
Yeah, Lisa, she got to stop using her her grandfather's obviously suffering from dementia. His old ass don't know where he is. She got to stop just trotting him out. My grandfather did. That motherfucker don't know where he is. He still think he in the cotton field. She need to stop using him.
Oh, you're right.
You're right, he don't know where. I seen it one day. I said, that motherfucker has no idea where she is. He just nodding his head. He said, that's right, grandbaby. Go on and get. And he whispered in her ear. The microphone caught a hot mic. He said, that's right, baby. You can get an extra Sunday with your Happy Meal. He still think Candace 7 years old. He don't know. That old man don't know. He think Candace 7.
That speaks volumes. He the only one that deal with her, because there was Candace has a sister, and her sister used to defend her ass, and when she was in high school, because Candace was a little thought in high school, screwing a little white. She didn't like the having that reputation. So her sister was out there really fight. It got real nasty. The police got involved and everything. You don't hear her talk about her mother, her father, nobody. She's just entrenched in whiteness.
Mm-hmm. she'll run around with Carter, smelling like dog, and she don't she look like she stink in them pictures? Dave Chappelle, right? That's why her hair. I said, that bitch look like she smell like kitty litter and rotten.
People have been saying that, and they said, you know what? That like the last few times she's been on camera, they said her hair be looking all jacked up. I said, you know, she'd probably be laying around with him. Say, I think I'll get up and do a video.
Right. Stinking like a motherfucker, both of them. He and that motherfucker smelling like wild wildebeest and coyote piss.
You know, a brother don't really be tripping off your hair, but if you looking that bad, he gonna say, baby, you know, maybe before you get on there, you need to do a little something with yourself and stuff. The white boy ain't gonna say shit to her.
Right, then that last joke, yeah, she looked like a cold pipe head, Tracy Nelson. Then she white shit, skin all dry, white. I like, bitch, you all ashy in front of your public. You ought to be ashamed of yourself being in front of me like this.
Man,
bitch, hair ain't done. You got slob all around your mouth, gravy stains on your shirt.
No, that's not slob, LVZ. That's a protein pack.
Ain't no protein in that. Ain't no protein in that. Hey, True Raw. Ain't no protein in that dead ass shit.
I wore her ass out. Remember? Now y'all remember that video I did on Candace, and she said, okay, with the mold, that you said the mold was affecting her in that apartment and stuff, and they said that she has systemic yeast infection. You don't get no yeast infection from no mold. You know where you get
systemic yeast infection. This bitch got a yeast infection like the motherfucker. She got a justice system yeast infection. What?
Yeah, and she had a picture. I found a picture. She looked jacked up. She had crust around her lips. And I said, Candace, one sex partner at a time. That's why your ass got systemic yeast infection. You don't get
that bitch. Candace Owens' drawers look like a biology experiment, and we're going to put this on the slide today.
Oh my goodness!
Ass
out! I said Candace is nasty. Oh,
Candace Owens' underwear look like a nigga with bronchitis handkerchief.
Oh, I gave Candace the blues. Her followers came over there. They said, "You're jealous. You're jealous." And stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Her little stats be coming out the woodwork when you be talking about her. I know I've had quite a few visits from on my channel.
Yeah, they came on mine too, but you know, I blocked all of them. I wasn't even
They was demanded for me to show my face. They said, "You're just jealous of her looks and everything." And I was just cracking up.
You know what you should have said? Nah, I'm jealous that bitch, the Michael Jordan, the monostat. That's what.
You right about
that bitch is.
You got a case of that shit, LVZ. Tuck someplace.
That bitch is the Michael Jordan, the monostat 7. That bitch need all the yeast cream.
Trust me, they just don't look all that damn good. And the only reason why they're propping her up is because she be talking all that shit about black folks. That's all.
Right.
She need, you sometimes I question some people that gotta show their face all the time. What do you try? You got Candace had on look like a thin ass t-shirt, neck all goose. I was over there on Alpha Synergy. Right. Alpha Synergy said, "You need to do something with your hair, gal. You gotta." Okay, now, man. Now this is an older man talking about her hair, so it ain't just women and everything. This shit just sticking every which way and all. I said, "Oh, Candace." But I'm patient. When that
look like a scarecrow.
When that day comes, we're gonna have a big ass hangout.
I said that. I said on my last live stream. I said when she gets her wake up call, it's gonna be a nice little live roast session. I'm gonna rotate people in and out, and they can just say what they want about her, and it's gonna be amazing.
I know, right? Thank you, Loveline Turner, for the super sticker. Yeah,
thank you, Loveline Turner.
Man, when she do fall, we gonna go extra hard on that live stream. We gonna
hell yeah.
Hard.
Yes,
but I'm gonna go extra hard now and say that bitch look like a trap house mop. That's what that bitch look like. A mop in a trap house.
That chick looked like she woke up from a 1,000-year nap.
Right.
Just a straight up zombie.
Bitch look like Lion though, off Thundercat.
Y'all gonna get tired of me saying Juicy when I get finished with her ass.
Her scary ass bitch. Bitch look like she got a 5 rock in her pocket right now. Every time she
does she live in Georgetown?
Huh?
Does she live in Georgetown?
I don't know where this bitch hiding out at. I would love to see this bitch.
Boy.
This bitch look like she got a crumb bag in her pocket. Pipe head bitch. Pipe head bitch. I'm saying, you kind this on. I got 20 rock right now. Can you please stop? Come on, where are you at? I'll go around the corner. White dude, come on. Yeah, man, you got some blood? Get your white ass away from me.
Well, you know, LBC, she went to a Whole Foods over there, and she and her husband went in there. She and her white husband went in there, and neither one of them had a mask on, and they said everybody in the store was complaining.
Yeah.
That they should not have let her in there without a mask, her and her husband.
I wish the people in that store knew who she was. That was their opportunity to go viral. That was the perfect man. Listen, there's no telling what I would have done had I been in that Whole Foods that day.
Toya, some people do know they skip. Remember that day I caught, what's her name? Kellyanne Conway.
Con artist.
Remember I caught her in the store one day? Yeah. Look, when I walked away, white people were, wow, did you know? I was like, so you knew who it was? Said, yeah, but I didn't want to say. I said,
They scared to talk.
They be scared to talk to them. They know who they are, y'all. They know who these people are. It was white people, Spanish people. Oh, I think she's horrible. I said, well, why you ain't tell her that?
She act like she was she act like she was hitting on you.
She was the whole fucking time. Even when I cut the shit off, your skin, you just look so wow. Your skin is just beautiful. And this, hold up, bitch.
Them type. Look at that husband she got. That shit look.
That big fat motherfucker. Yeah, but that bitch look horrible. You talk about what's her name here? They got the same hairdresser. Kellyanne Conway.
Kellyanne Conway on his neck looked like a worn out vagina.
Yeah. You should see her. Nah. In person, it looked like a chicken neck. An actual chicken neck.
Really?
Yeah. And her
that
legs.
Woman is 50.
Yeah, she don't look a day over 1,000 in person. For real, she's 50. Because I did Google that she is. I looked at it, I said, God damn, that's why she said that. Shit, bitch, you look wretched.
Boy, the only thing I like about her husband, he know how to drag Trump's ass. Dragging Trump. But other than that is a fucked up looking dude.
Yeah, he look retarded. Don't he? Look like he got Down syndrome or something.
Yeah.
I said, ain't this a bitch?
He don't have no neck.
At all. They got a kid too. Fuck me up. They got a kid. That's a damn.
These damn people, they need to get fixed. You don't supposed to be doing that.
Damn. They got a kid. I couldn't believe it was done.
He ain't got no neck. He got too much neck.
Yeah.
Every time she talk, her neck elongates like E.T.
Yeah.
Trump. I remember one time he had roasted Trump real bad, and Trump said, that's a shame that she's married to somebody like that. You know, like he was trying to imply that like Kellyanne is being abused.
Wow.
He would know. He would know how motherfuckers feel embarrassed to be married.
I remember the first time I realized I didn't like Kellyanne Con artist when she came out with that phrase, alternative facts.
That was my shit. That bitch coined that phrase. It ain't even lying no more. It's alternative facts, man. Ain't this a bitch?
Remember when them there was a photo op when all them presidents of those black universities came up there with Trump and Kellyanne is sitting on the couch on her knees with a dress on with her legs wide open. I said, damn, Kelly nasty. All the men in that room, and that's the way you sit.
That's because she thought it was. That's because she thought it was a ghetto. She thought it was a gangbang video about to happen.
That bitch was on Twitter with her shoes off and her legs open, just chilling like a motherfucker. Fuck these niggas.
She know what she doing. She know what she doing. She ain't fooling me.
I'm like, Kellyanne, is there something you want to tell us about your past life?
Mm-hmm. No telling what she was doing in college. Maybe her and
she went away on them girlfriend trips. Come on.
Maybe
I'm about to say, it's telling what
girlfriend trips.
She was doing, Raheem. I could tell. Look, Kelly was real loose with me. Hey, baby, how you doing, sweet? It was a lot of that with me. I was like, God damn. Kelly was giving that. Kelly was handing that snatch over.
She one of them touchy-feely type of people.
Yes, she is.
She touch you every time you talk to her.
Oh, you mean like creepy Jim Crow Joe Biden?
Yeah. She's a female Jim Crow Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that is funny.
Yeah, female Jim Crow Joe out this motherfucker. Molest a man like him. Come here, let me grab your mouth. Oh, how strong you are. Oh.
Now I know what Kellyanne con artist look like. She looks like Kane from the Poltergeist.
Damn.
You know who that is? The old man, that old creepy man? That's what she look like.
Yeah. I remember that movie.
Kellyanne Conway asked for my phone. I said, did this bitch just book me? Hold up. Bitch,
you know Kellyanne out there creeping.
Mm-hmm.
Look at her, we'll call brother later. Now your skin is just so. Is your skin still so? Hold up, bitch. What is it about my skin? I don't like this.
Yeah.
This sound like some Buffalo Bill shit.
She looking for a stud.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it reminds you of? Don't that remind you of that scene from Mandingo?
Mm-hmm.
That's what she was looking for that day,
and you fit the bill.
Ain't that a bitch? Hell nah, bitch. Look, shouts out to Bill Cosby, bitch. No, shout free Bill Cosby, man. Bill still in jail, y'all.
Still in jail.
They won't let him
out.
Man,
that's bullshit. Why Bill in jail, man? The COVID virus.
They want him to die in prison. That's why they want that man to die in prison.
We got race shit going on. We need Bill. Don't look. Bill is sit us all down and tell us a story, right? I remember back in the dog. Yeah. We need free Bill, man.
Yeah.
Bill Cosby will come out of jail. Y'all be like, motherfucker. Nat Turner, fuck all these Peckerwoods, Black Power. They lock me up. I don't give a fuck.
I know.
You run around with a baseball bat like Joe Clark and shit.
Well, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and conclude. And True Royal, I have to talk to you.
Okay. All right.
I have to talk to you. And everybody in the chat, thank you for coming. We'll definitely do this again because Lord knows the news stories are pouring in these days.
Right.
It is hard to find material at all.
Left and right.
So everybody, enjoy the rest of your day. May the Most High continue to protect everybody and keep you strong during this time of judgment on the Gentile world. And as for Oxyman, I'll just happen to look down and see you just keep declining and declining down to the bottom where you belong. Ooh, man. Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too.
Peace.
Shalom. Peace.
Oh,